I am Dr. Fuck, and with me is...
Oh, yeah! Very confused drunk man, also known as Wadzilla. What's going on, Ralph?
Well, what's going on is I was trying to go live on our podcast YouTube page, and I can't. So when this live stream's over, I'm gonna take this video and put it up on our podcast page. So, there'll be people that'll get butt hurt, and so we'll just get the people that get butt hurt tonight. The people that'll watch it like tomorrow and shit, they ain't gonna get a chance to get butt hurt. But anyway, we were supposed to do a live stream on the podcast page. Zoom is being a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass. So I'm here, trying to figure out how the hell am I going to get on my page, my podcast page. It wouldn't let me because we haven't done a live stream forever. So I said, let's do it on my channel, man. And it worked like a charm, got right in. So we are live. And what we were doing this week, is questions and answers. We want the people to, there's going to be a lot of people flooding in, Ian, especially if we're doing it on this channel.
Yeah, so, hold on. Everything's fucking up for me too.
Well, I'm trying to do what you're doing. Don't worry, I got it down. So we're doing a lot better tonight. Supposed to start much earlier, but Zoom problems, traffic problems, and just, look. As far as traffic goes, I mean, traffic is horrible. Please, everybody, no more kids. We don't need no more kids, And
we don't need another hero either.
I'm saying no more kids because I'm thinking of the people in the future. Because, if you have a kid today, it's going to be, by the time it's 18, I'm dead, right? But I'm thinking of people that are still alive. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I can find this on my phone. My phone is terrible. Actually, I'm terrible. I don't get the hang of phones. I get the hang of computers.
All right, I posted on my page, and now I'm getting ready to share it, so everybody knows where to go.
So you see the live stream, right?
I think so. You're asking a guy who's been drinking for a minute. Let's see here. My page.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Fuck.
It's not working?
No, I can't find the video.
I think it's working. I think I saw it. Hold on. But I'm trying to share this on the other things. I can't
find it now.
Okay. Hey, there it is. Oh, no, that's my dick. I hope your dick's bigger than that, man. All right.
Did you see Cheech and Chong's last movie?
I have not seen it yet.
I went to the theater to see it. It was awesome.
Did you approve?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Right.
And it was awesome. It was awesome. The whole story, very interesting story of Cheech and Chong.
I saw them. They went on Real Time with Bill Maher to promote it. And Chong seemed like he didn't know where he was at.
Chong, it was that way when I met him.
Yeah. When I met him. Even that, when I just got back from Vegas the other week, and okay, I posted this shit, so let's hope people show up. So now I'm gonna go on to your shit.
Like he didn't know where he was at.
All right, hold on.
When I met him, when I met Cheech and Chong, he didn't know where he was. It was like Joe Biden and shit.
Yeah, no, that's how he was on Bill Maher, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Okay, so I'm in the thing now, and it looks like we got people here, man.
So you can see what they're saying?
Yeah, I'm looking, it's a bunch of what's up shit. Not a lot of questions. Uh, Wadzilla, love the Uncle Acid trip. Me too. I just got $14 on fucking Amazon. Not too shabby. Let's see. It's been 7 months since the last RMCP live stream. That's Hannah Montana says that. Holy shit. What's up, Ryan Russell? He says, "What's up, brothers?" I asked a question on the Facebook page today. Whatever happened to Matt Weller's dick? You know,
That sounds
and
familiar. Was he like a troll?
no, remember Weller's dick? We hung out with him at fucking Rockin' Pod. He's the muscle guy, the workout dude. You know Weller's dick. God damn it.
Man, I'm telling you, my mind is fucked. I'm sure if I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't remember the name. And you figure I would with a name like Weller's Dick.
Yeah, yeah. We did an episode for him too. Let's see. Zoo Station, Dio, Strange Highways. Always good. Always know it's good episode when Ian gets blackout drunk. Yes, that is the only episode we've ever done that I do not even remember recording. Just watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Great movie. Yes, it is. Wadzilla, you rule. Okay, all right. Fear the Dark episode is one of the greats. That is true. Yo, beers, cheers, fellas. Real Caleb M. Travis Perez is there. Hey, brothers, I'm here for the long haul tonight. Oh, goddamn, Zoo Station, man. Fucking hurting me, man. He goes, what happened to Tommy the Cat, man? Tommy the Cat died.
Oh,
Tommy the Cat. Yeah, I had to put Tommy down. That's before I even left New Orleans.
Yo, beers, cheers, fellas.
Yeah. Tommy got sick, and I didn't even know how old Tommy was. I adopted Tommy during a hurricane. I took him in New Orleans, and he just got really sick, and unfortunately, I had to do the humane thing, man, because I do not believe in letting animals suffer unless they're Sammy Hagar fans. So he's dead. But I got a lot of good pictures and a lot of great memories of this, a lot of good old episodes when you can hear Tommy come in and talk. I miss that old man. Let's see. Dan Poe, what do you guys think of the latest Halloween? Well, I have not heard it yet. What do you think, Ralph?
I haven't heard it all, but what I've heard, it was better than the last one, but it wasn't really grabbing me.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Zachary Bergstorm, seeing Paul McCartney for the first time this Friday. Got tickets for $20 each. Holy shit. Enjoy, brother. That's amazing.
I've never seen Paul McCartney. That? How did he pull that one off?
Let's see. Zoo Station, Thin Lizzy, fighting or bad reputation? I'll take fighting.
I'll take bad reputation.
There you go. We split. Oh, by the way, I got to give you some shit, Ralph, because you fucked with one of my favorite bands, and I'm not too happy about it.
But go light on me. You know my ego and all.
Yeah, I know. But you talk a lot of shit about fucking Testament, and you're calling them fucking Disney metal and all this shit, and now they're overcompensating, and they put out this fucking shitty ass fucking quasi black metal fucking asexual Norwegian / I don't know what the fuck metal album. It sucks. The new album sucks. Everybody's like sucking dicks because it's like heavy, but heavy doesn't mean shit. Anal cunt's fucking heavy. Doesn't mean they write good songs. The first half of this New Testament album sucks dick. It's got the worst fucking ballad they've ever put out. That for one thing. I mean, ballads are bad enough, but Testament usually did some pretty good ones. This song fucking sucks. The whole first side, I'm like, what the fuck? You got, Chuck Billy, arguably the best singer in fucking thrash, doing the through the whole thing, trying to seem tough to the kids. It sucks. And then the second half of the album, it kind of sounds like Testament, like musically and vocally, but they're filler songs to me. To me, yeah, I'm very disappointed, and I hold you responsible because everybody looks up to you. You talk shit about them, and you ruin my favorite band. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is the best thing since The Gathering." Get the fuck out of here. To me, this is the worst Testament album. I would take Demonic over this one.
Well, there you go,
So
kid. You know,
there's my rant.
now and then on my track by tracks, I talk about the pickle whistlers. I leave comments of things exactly what Ian said. Because of my opinion, they get that mad, you know? I'm telling you, Ian, I really do want to hate you, but I can't stop loving you, baby. Can't stop it, but I'm going to try.
Oh, speaking of Can't Stop Loving You, makes me think, not the great Cheap Trick song, but the fucking horrible fucking Sammy Hagar, Van Hagar song. I love it because you and me take a lot of shit for our Sammy Hagar fucking hatred. But now everybody seems to be on their side. Did you hear the latest all the fucking hoopla about the last Sammy Hagar show the other day?
No.
So Sammy Hagar's, I don't know if it's fucking chicken foot. I don't know if it's the other half, the fucking shit sticks, whatever. Fucking Montrose, whatever the fuck horrible moniker he's touring under. But he was playing a show and he's got this song called Remember the Heroes. Do you know that song?
Yeah, it's on one of his shitty albums that I had to do a track by track.
Oh, fucking horrible. So anyway,
horrible.
Horrible. So he performs Remember the Heroes and he dedicates it to Ian Watkins, who just got murdered in prison. Yeah. Yeah, Ian Watkins, the pedophile, the child rapist who was in jail, across the pond.
Wow, you don't say, Ian. Wow, that's pretty cold of Sammy to do that, man.
I know, and so this dude Ian Watkins, I'm ashamed he even has my cool name. He got his throat slit. That's what happened. He bled out. They slit his fucking throat, and apparently they did it with a broken chicken foot CD, which is cool, because they broke it. But yeah, he did the song live and dedicated it to one of his biggest fans and shit, and it just goes to show you, all Sammy Hagar fans are not only cocksuckers, but cocksuckers of children. They're horrible pedophites. Pedophites, whatever, Palestinians, whatever you want to fucking call them. They're fucking terrible people.
By the way,
that's what I think.
I'm gonna be like one of those DVD Blu-rays you put in, where you're about to watch the view. I don't like the commentary on this show. I'm kind of like the beginning of the DVD. The commentary from Ian on this show does not reflect on me or Disneyland.
But it does. That's terrible though. Fuck Sammy Hagar fans and fuck Ian Watkins. I'm glad he's dead.
Well, that I'll agree with. For him to be, the thing is, and I know this sounds kind of fucked up for me to say this, but he was how many years in jail already? Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but I think he had like a 30-year sentence, and this is his second time being attacked. He was attacked previously.
Yeah, but my point is, he's been in jail already 4 or 5 years. True justice is if he would have got killed right when he was let in. But the fact that he got killed 4 or 5 years later, it kind of makes me feel, kind of worth the wait, right?
Well, I think what it is it tells you how horrible, English prisons are, because he's there for 4 years, right? So for 4 years, he's sitting there, he's eating his lunch, he's doing all this shit. And people are like, hey, how's it going, governor? I think they didn't care that he was a fucker of little children. I think what happened was they got tired of hearing Sammy Hagar's music coming from his cell. And they couldn't take it anymore. And then they fucking killed his ass. They didn't kill him because he was a child fucker. They killed him because he was a Sammy Hagar fan. You know, both to me are worthy of, the death penalty, but whatever. He's dead and the world's a better place.
Yeah, Ian gets his news
That's
stories where I don't know nothing about those sites, man. Ian visits the dark web, and that's where
yeah.
he gets
Well,
these stories in the dark web.
oh yeah. Wait till the next story I got. It's about Bat Boy. Uh, okay. Well, enough of my like, ooh, pedophilia and Sammy Hagar
Hey,
fans are
hey, hey,
bad.
hey, hey! Speaking of Batman, well, you said Bat Boy, but Batman. I can say this. I can say this joke because I'm Hispanic. All right.
Okay. All right.
What is Batman? Uh, what is the out man? I don't know if I'm going to set this up right. What is Batman and a Spanish guy don't have in common?
What don't they have in common?
No, no.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, yeah. What do they have in common? Both of them.
Oh, they hate the blacks.
No. Uh,
Okay.
they both Batman and a Hispanic guy both go out robbing.
That's terrible.
It's a bad
That's
joke.
terrible.
And plus, the joke originally wasn't about a Spanish person, but I can't say who it was about because I'm not I'm not in that race. So it's not funny if I did that. But hey, since I'm Hispanic, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, I apologize to Stephen Kirsch for that joke. You know, only because he's Jewish and nobody likes him just for that fact.
All right, keep moving on, man.
All right.
Don't
All
go
right. Here
there
we go.
here, Ian.
Craig Swinson wants to know how long have you two been a couple? Since 2014. True story. Ralph, have you ordered the New Testament album yet?
No, but I will. Well, I'm gonna get it on CD.
Okay.
By
All
the way,
right.
by the way, I love the album. I think it's fucking awesome. Now, whatever. Ian can sit there and critique it all he wants, but I don't feel that way about what he's critiquing. Doesn't sound that way to me. It's a great album. Best since The Gathering.
Mm.
Don't
All
agree?
right.
Well, look at this figure. Now, I ain't going to show you. I have class. I'm not going to show you what figure I'm holding up, Ian, because I got class.
I'm getting fucked up because I'm looking at I'm trying to read the thing here and our picture's delayed. So it's like throwing me off, man. It's like in 1D. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Furioso F or BFB. Anyone like Dirty Looks, the band? I know of them. I don't know enough about them.
They were like an AC/DC clone band. They're all right. I mean, I didn't buy anything from them, but I remember their videos back in the day. It was very AC/DC.
Were they American or were they like Yugoslavian or some shit? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they're from England, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. Well, they're from that shithole country fucking Hanoi Rocks is from. They ought to be ashamed.
I love Hanoi Rock.
Ugh. No, you don't, do you?
Well, I love one album.
Oh, God. Ralph, Halloween or Halloween 2, the originals?
You know, funny enough, I just watched Halloween 2 not too long ago. I got to go with the first Halloween. Halloween 2 is cool and all,
Yeah.
but yeah, one was a little more. There was a time I saw Halloween when it was brand new in the theater, and horror back then is different than today. Back then, man, people were shrieking like a motherfucker. Remember that scene in Halloween, the first one, where Jamie Lee Curtis is in the corner and Michael Myers is laying down, and then he just sits up.
Oh, creepy as shit, man.
The whole fucking theater. And yeah, man. And then watching it now, it doesn't have the same effect now as it did back then, but world's different. But at the same time, the nostalgia factor, the first one is the best one. I love Halloween 3 more than 2 as well.
Yeah. Oh man, I love all three of those. Those are the best. The first three. The rest of them, most of them suck.
Yeah,
Uh,
I liked Halloween too. I did like it with the hospital and shit. I just
oh
saw,
yeah, no, I
you know
loved
what
it.
I watched last night, Ian? Two
What's that?
DVDs you gave me.
Oh
And
really?
yeah, because you gave me a bunch of DVDs. I think it was the first time I met you, way back in the day.
You probably because I was getting everything on Blu-ray now, 4K.
Yeah, so you gave me a bunch of DVDs, and I remember watching them way back then.
Yeah.
And two that I really enjoyed, and I never watched them again till last night, was Funhouse. That's a great movie. And
What movie?
The Funhouse.
Oh, Funhouse. Yeah, I love that. I got it on 4K now.
And the next one is Class of 1984.
Oh, loved it. Was almost my background today. Almost my background. But I went with the Colonel.
That would have freaked me out because I watched them both last night.
Nice.
Great movies.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
before
Right.
movies went to shit. Both before 84, 85.
Exactly. I would have to say, I mean, not that Joseph cares what my opinion is, but I would have to go with the original Halloween. I love Halloween 2 as well. But the thing is, like, Halloween was so original. And by the time Halloween 2 came out, they were kind of copying movies that were copying the original. They were definitely going for like the higher kill count, like the Friday the 13th kind of thing. I still think it's awesome though. McSorley fan, what do you guys think of the New Testament album? We already talked about that. Yohamo, God, I can never pronounce his name.
That's our buddy, Yohan.
Yeah, that dude slept on my fucking porch, dude. I love that dude.
He
said, "How's it going?
He was on our
Glad to
show
see
before.
you." Yeah. Let's see. Future Squash. Have either of you guys heard the new Creator song, Seventh Serpent? If so, what do you think? I don't believe I've heard that yet.
I haven't heard either.
No, but I mean, fuck it. It's Creator. I'm sure I'll dig it, unless
Yeah,
it's horrible like the New Testament.
Creator rarely lets me out. Even like the albums I don't like, they're not
No.
bad. They're a good
Yeah.
band. They're kind of consistent, man. But
Yeah.
man, that one album, Enemy of God, what'd that come
Oh
out?
yeah,
10,
very
12
good.
years ago? Holy shit,
Yeah,
what a good album.
really
The
good.
Love
Yeah,
Court was awesome too. Violent Revolution, something like that.
yeah.
That
I'm
was
like you. I even liked the '90s period when they got a little weird and shit. I still thought they were good records. Man.
Yeah, I just didn't like it more than the older stuff. I mean,
No, I get. Yeah.
to me, not many
get that.
people would say this, but for me, my favorite creator is Endless Pain. A lot of people would
Nice.
say Pleasure to Kill or
Pleasure to Kill. Yeah.
which they're all great. But
Yeah.
something about Endless Pain, man. I love that fucking album. So dirty and raunchy.
Let's see. Craig Swenson says Halloween 3 is the best. I agree. I'm a huge fan of that movie. Let's see here. Colin says, ask a question about Ace. Gets news about Cat. Oh, I don't know what he's referring to. I thought somebody asked about Tommy the Cat. Okay. Who asked a question about Ace? Apparently, if you're referring to Ace Frehley, he has AIDS. And he
Come
just
on,
canceled.
Yeah, don't say that, man. Come on.
No, you didn't see, he canceled the
All right,
fucking tour.
next question.
Okay. What you drinking, Ian? I got some Modelo. I'm finishing up what I got is some Modelo, and then I'm going to the Rainier, the white trash, cheap Washington beer that I love so much. Travis Pareto, what's your thoughts on Stanley Kubrick's last film, Eyes Wide Shut? I love it. It would definitely be towards the least of my favorite, Stanley Kubrick movies, but like Ralph always says, it's the worst blowjob that I came to. I think it's amazing. There's a lot of, drama and like conspiracies about like, was that his final version of the film? Was it tinkered with? He passed away before it came out. But I still dig it, man. It's Stanley Kubrick. It's fucking amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, Kubrick and David Lynch to me can do no wrong. Fucking amazing. Be Cooler Be podcast out. That's Al Horta, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just say Al Horta because that's too long of a fucking name for your show. He says Testament is Universal Studios metal now. Let's see. Dan Poe says New Testament definitely sounds black metal.
Wait, back up. That was good, dude.
That was good. Well, he posted that earlier.
No more. They're Universal.
He posted that on our Facebook page. I saw that. Let's see. Yeah, New Testament definitely sounds black metal. That's Dan Poe. Joseph Collins, Greg Swenson, I agree. Greg Swenson says he. Let's see. McSorley fan says New Testament album was good, just no consistency. Half is being black metal, the other half is regular Testament. I agree with you, Wadzilla. It's their worst ballad. Okay, there we go. Some people agree with me. Zach says bought all the tickets for Paul McCartney here in Minnesota. They must not be selling because all the tickets dropped down like crazy amount on resale sites. Weird. Bob, I love that. This is his name, Bob. New Corner is amazing. I have it. I have not listened to it, but I've heard great things about it. Have you heard the New Corner, Ralph?
I didn't know it was out yet. I heard the 2 songs, and they were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I need to,
this is the first
load that up.
Corner in 30-something years. I'm a big Corner fan. I was lucky enough to see them back in the day.
Nice.
And I saw them twice on the 70 Tons of Metal cruise back in 2012, I think. 2011, 2012. Yeah. I'm a big Corner fan. I have all their CDs, and I got my favorite one on vinyl, which is the debut album, R.I.P. That fucking album is the best. Thank you.
Talk about it. I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Yeah, Corner, man. Should be around here. Let me pull it out for you, man. Let's see. There's Cobra, so it should be very. Yeah, I found it right there, man. I highly recommend R.I.P. Reborn Through Hate. Where Angels Die. Oh, the title track, Coma, Fried Alive, Suicide Command. Metal, my friend. This is metal. All right. So, how we all doing out there? I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna see if I can see the goddamn chat. I'm sorry, my phone is lame, man. My phone sucks. Let's find. Let's see. Come on, man. Oh shit. I got it. All right, man. Let me lower it. All right, here. Hot in the Shade. Setlist versus Revenge Setlist. I'd say Hot in the Shade. Terry Gillian, More Battle, Brazil, or Fear.
All right, where are we at?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Corner, man. I need to check that out. A buddy of mine, good buddy of mine from Florida, tried turning me on to them in the mid 90s, and I just wasn't into that shit at that time. But my tastes have totally expanded, so I need to go back and check it out because he was really all about Corner, and there was another fucking band, Sabbath.
Yeah.
Corner and Sabbath.
Well,
Do you like Sabbath?
There's 2 of them. There's one from Japan and one from England.
This was the UK one. This was the England one.
They're both awesome, though.
Yeah, he was all about those. But at the time, I was like, I don't know about all this, but I'll go back and give it. But seriously, that New Corner, I've heard really good shit. Edgar Wright says, can't wait to hear the new Thin Lizzy box set 74-75. It's Nightlife and Fighting 7 CD box set. Holy shit. I need to check that. Ralph, did you get that 76 box set that had Jailbreak and Johnny the Fox? I don't know what happened. Did you hear that that box set? It was Thin Lizzy 76 that's got Jailbreak and Johnny the Fox.
No, it just came out.
It came out like last year. I can send it to you. It's really good, but apparently now they're doing a new one that's like nightlife and fighting, but it's 7 CDs. Holy shit. So there must be like a shit ton of extra stuff. So check that out. Any Thin Lizzy is fucking amazing. Edward Rollins, have you heard the new Creator album yet? No. I mean, is it released? I need to check that out because I didn't know it was released yet. Zoo Station says, yeah, Sammy Hagar, fuck him and fuck pedophiles. Let's see. Zachary Bergstrom, my girlfriend laughs so hard when you guys rip Sammy Hagar. She doesn't even know who Hagar is, but laughs at the punishment you dish out on the Chester Cheater wannabe asshole. Good. Colin says...
That dude's wife rules.
Colin says, whose show is this, Ralph? I don't know what that means. He must be an almost human guy that gets offended by my comments.
No. He doesn't sound like a guy that's offended. This is my podcast, the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. We meant to do it over there. Though this video you're watching will be over there, because after we're done with this live stream, I'm taking this video off this channel. We promised a live stream. So now we know in the future, no more live streams. We're going to record them all. But since we promised the people, I had no choice. Let's just come on my channel temporarily, and then I'll extract it from this channel and put it on the podcast channel.
Yeah. So for the people expecting Wayne Noon and Tony Dio, I apologize. This is the podcast that Ralph is ashamed of that he's done with me since 2014.
If I'm ashamed of it, why am I still doing it? You moron.
Because I have pictures. I don't
care. So I fuck goats. Everybody, I'll admit it now.
Yeah, but that I what do you call a baby goat? A kid? Is that what it's called? I think it is. Seriously.
I'm gonna get murdered like that dude from Lost Prophet for fucking underage sheep or goats, whatever the fuck.
Zoo Station says Ian on the last Almost Human live show was golden. I'm glad you think so.
A lot of people loved it. What are you talking about?
I was surprised in the aftermath, but the initial thing, like you were freaking out. Fucking a lot of your listeners were freaking out. Dude, I was ready to quit podcasting because you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. If you can't get my sense of humor and you take everything I say as literal, then God help this fucking world. But then, seriously, going through your comments and reading all that shit and you being able to calm down and edit out, the shit I said about those horrible people, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back better than ever. So I'm glad somebody got it. Zoo Station, awesome. McSorley fan says Sammy Hagar blows. I see Wadzilla. Oh shit, this always happens. Like you try to scroll down a little bit, and then it jumps like 20 fucking pages. Holy fuck. Where the fuck was I? Okay, here we go. What do you guys think of the new Black Label songs? I heard one of them. And I thought it was okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. I can't even remember the name of the song. It's Black Label. Did you hear? I didn't know there was multiple ones. Did you hear any of them?
Yeah. Well, no, I heard the one they just released. And I watched the video. And all right, I will admit it's a little beefier than what they've done in the past, but it's still whatever. Zach Wild is letting the other guitar player do solos with him, and that other guitar player is really good.
Yeah. I tell you, you know what, and this will probably come up later, or maybe it won't. You know what I heard that I was fucking blown away with, and I totally expected, I expected probably less of what I expected from a new Black Label song. I heard the new Rob Zombie song. I think it's called Punks and Demons. Holy fucking shit, dude. I was like, yeah, this is going to be some fucking techno, blah, 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 bull. You know, the same old shit since he's left White Zombie. To me, I think it's the best thing since he's left White Zombie. It's totally organic. It's drums, guitar, and bass, very low on the samples and the bullshit. It's heavy. It's under 3 minutes. It hits you and it's fucking gone. I was blown away. I was like, where the fuck has this shit been? Have you heard it yet, Ralph?
No, I'll check it out. I love me some White Zombie. I'm one of the rare people that thinks Astro Creep is better than El Exorcisto.
Yeah, you are one of the rare people there. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Colin says vengeance is a dish best served cold. The real Caleb wants to know what's Tom Petty's best album, fellas.
Oh man,
probably an.
I have one, but it's close.
Mine is probably an unpopular opinion, but it's the one I listen to the most, and I love every track. Is the debut. I love the debut. Every song.
Mine, I have to go with Damn the Torpedoes, but man, neck and neck, Hard Promises. Hard Promises and those two back-to-back albums I thought was his pinnacle. And I saw him. I'll tell you the story of the Damn Torpedoes show I saw. This is a wild story. I used to win tickets on the radio all the time. All the time. And I won two tickets to see Tom Petty. And rest in peace, my friend George Royal. Back then, you didn't go to the fucking window to get your tickets. You had to go to the actual radio station to pick up the tickets. And George had a motorcycle. And here I am, first time I'm ever in the back of a motorcycle and going like 40 miles away. And I was just shitting bricks the whole time. Got the tickets, hung out, went to the show in the motorcycle, you know. Saw the show, came back home late at night. But I saw the tour. And then I saw Tom Petty 2 more times after that, and luckily I saw him on the tour where he died at the end. You know, he did finish the tour, but he died soon after. I saw the last one.
Wow. That's great. You got a fucking...
I love him.
Yeah. No, you got a crazy, like, went to a show on a motorcycle story. I went to a show on the back of a motorcycle. You know, we both rode bitch. I mean, you and me. I went to a Jethro Tull show, and this guy, he about dumped the bike twice on the way. And I was skinny back then, but he about dumped the bike twice, and then he was having like flashbacks. He was a veteran. He started having flashbacks during the show, and I'm like, holy fucking shit! I got to ride back home like 45 minutes with this crazy fucking nutcase. Great Jethro Tull show, though, by the way. Yeah, love Tom Petty, man. And thank you for turning me on to Hard Promises, because that's one, like, I only knew the singles, you know, before we reviewed that after Tom passed away. Really good fucking album, man. And you got me definitely digging into that one, so thank you.
It's got my favorite Tom Petty song, Something Big.
Great album.
My favorite song from Tom Petty.
Let's see what's going on here. Ralph, you rock, brother.
You rock,
Edward
my
Wright.
friend.
Edward Wright, what's your favorite Thin Lizzy album? Fighting is mine. I would say mine is probably Johnny the Fox.
Mine is
Ralph,
Black Rose.
Oh, God. Okay. Hey, no accounting for taste. Craig Swenson, that was a joke. Hannah Montana Hales. Tell us some David Ellefson jokes, Ralph. Never get
I'll do it as the show goes on. I can't think of nothing offhand.
Okay. Furioso says they've got a great debut. Danish. I think he's talking about Dirty Looks. I knew they were fucking from one of those fucking weird countries. And I don't mean shithole countries. I just mean, you know, I don't know. Y'all don't fucking speak English. Russell JS, Ralph, what's your favorite Blue Oyster Cult album? Whoo.
Oh, Cultosaurus
That's a tough
Rex,
one.
hands down.
Wow, that's your favorite, huh? Okay. Even though it has Hungry Boys.
Well, what Blue Oyster Cult, name me a Blue Oyster Cult album? Well, I guess you can say Fire of Unknown Origins. That
I would say
every song's a win.
Secret Treaties?
Yeah, true.
Is there something you don't?
No, I like all songs on that. That used to be my favorite.
Yeah. I don't know. They're all so good. I can't blame anybody. I mean, unless you pick like fucking, Club Ninja, or,
Ghost
something like
Story.
that, Oh, God, that was so bad. What a disappointment, man. What a disappointment. Let's see. David Mugstain. What do you guys think of the new Megadeth song? I've listened to it multiple times. I like it. I like it.
I don't care.
What do you think, Rick?
Good musicianship, great wankery on guitar. It's heavy, but I don't think the song, I don't know. It's like the last song. I'm not man, honestly, I don't listen to Megadeth unless it's the first two albums. Right. Here and there, I'll put on So Far So Good. It's side 2, by the way. And but the Peace Sells, Killing is my Megadeth. That's what I grew up on. That's what I know. And it's not that I hate the rest of the stuff, but that, everything they've been doing since fucking. I think Dystopia was really good, but Endgame was the last really good one, I think.
I think I like Dystopia better than Endgame.
No,
I love the new song. I like the first time I heard it, I was like, okay, not bad, not bad. And then the second time I heard it, I liked it even better. But man, watching the video, he fucking looks old, man. He is
old. He is old.
I know, but he's like looking at it, fuck, I'm 51.
Man, he can't help that, Ian.
No, I know, but I'm sitting there like, holy shit, no wonder he's retiring, motherfucker. But and
no, he's not retiring because he's looking old. Hey, I'm looking old. I should retire.
Well, no, but I mean, thrash is a lot. Thrash is a lot harder to play at that age and play it correctly than like fucking stupid ass Kiss songs. I don't care if you got all the boots on and all that shit. It's harder to play thrash at that age than fucking stupid Kiss songs.
Speaking of Megadeth, 2 days ago, what's today? Sunday, 3 days ago on Thursday, the Kings of Thrash played Pipers here in South Florida.
Oh, you went to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, man, dude, I bought the Kings of Thrash DVD, CD set. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. I think that guy sucks. The guy singing for them.
Well, see, what I saw, I didn't think he was that bad, but what I was laughing at, because I was going to say this after that, I was looking at this story about that because Bobby Gustafson came out and played with him, which is awesome.
That was the show at Piper's.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm looking at it, right? I'm like, Kings of Thrash. And you see Dave Ellefson and you see Jeff Young, who played on one Megadeth album and never did anything else that remotely had to do with thrash, wasn't into thrash before he was in the band. And then you got two other guys who you have no idea who the fuck they are, but yet they're the Kings of Thrash. Kind of whatever.
Well, it's you got to give it a little merit because David Ellefson is the king of thrashing his penis when he does the David Ellefson jerk. There, you see, yes. I told you, and there's going to be more David Ellefson jerk off jokes coming up. That was the first one. But my friend called me because he went, and he said it was awesome. I still didn't care. Yeah, it's a tribute band, dude. I'm so over tribute bands. You know?
I would have went just to see Bobby Gustafson. Well,
I mean, yeah, I didn't know.
Like if you knew ahead of time he was going to play.
Well, I'm going to go see Category 7 that's playing Pipers. I don't like the
Yeah.
album, but I said fuck it, I'm gonna go.
All right.
I saw a video of them doing "Light Up the Sky" for Van Halen. It was awesome. So hopefully they'll play it
That's
when.
hot.
So yeah, I'll go. Show John. I'll get to show John Bush some support because I'm not gonna do it when he's with Armored Saint.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Like, how long are you gonna hold on to that? Um, and I'm saying that with no judgment because, like, what you went through with that guy, it's kind of like how I was with Peter Criss. When Peter Criss was a dick to me, then Peter Criss was like dead to me. And I was like, you know what? It's like I made excuses for you for years because you were in Kiss and pretending like you could do no wrong. But in reality, you're a fucking shitty fucking subpar drummer. But with your thing with Armored Saint, it's like you really like the band. I don't think you hate the guy who's playing, but then he's really fucking pissed you off, and understandably. And hey, if anybody hates cancel culture, it's my liberal ass. And he kind of fucked you on that, but I know how much you love this band. That's got to be a weird fucking predicament, man.
Fuck him. Seriously,
All right.
when I'm listening to my shuffle and Armored Saint song comes on, I click to the next track. I won't
Wow,
do
that,
it.
that shit pissed you off.
I won't do it if Pottersfield came on, from Anthrax. And I won't do it if something from Raising Fear came out. Or Delirious Nomad. Both those albums doesn't feature that dude. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Fucking.
I
I'm
hear
already
you.
over that shit. Who knows how long I'm going to hold on to it. But I will say this. I've seen them enough times that if I never see them again, I'm fine with it.
I get that. And I've never seen him. So if I get a chance to, I'm going to go. But if I get to meet him, I'm gonna bust, I'm gonna bust his balls. I'm like, I'm Ralph's bitch, and then I'm gonna kick him right in the fucking balls. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then say Brian Wilson sucks.
Yeah, I just kicked you in your beach balls, motherfucker. All right, that's Kevin Warhalf wants to know, when can Kevin Warhalf come back on video with you?
We'll get you back on, Kevin.
Kevin, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Gavin Johnson, have either of you ordered the last Megadeth with the signed print? No, I have not. I'm not a big fan of ordering shit that I don't see signed in person. I will say that. I have done it. Like, I have a Geezer Butler album signed, and it's the last, like, GZR album. It was fucking horrible. And it's signed, but how the fuck do I know Geezer signed it? I don't know. I think I got fucked. What do you think, Ralph?
Well, I had Dave Mustaine. I ain't gonna pull it out, but I'll pull out my penis. But I had him. I had him sign a bunch of shit, a bunch of my vinyls, like the singles and shit. Hangar 18 single, Anarchy. The whole band, the whole Rust in Peace lineup, had him sign all that shit. So, yeah, I'm not going to pay for an autograph, which I already have Dave Mustaine autographs. And by the way, Dave Mustaine was very, very nice to me. I would say he was the nicest member of Megadeth, though Marty was cool, but Marty, was with the little Japanese girl, and I didn't want to bother him too much. Nick was cool. Dave Ellison was a prick. He was a prick to me, man.
Really? He was nice when we met him, I thought, but different time.
Yeah, he was a prick. But Dave was the nicest out of all of them.
That's well, hey, just like Gene Simmons was the nicest to me out of Kiss. Who'd have thought,
And when this happened, when I met Megadeth, at that moment, their album was number 2. Countdown was number 2 in the charts.
Yeah, held off by Billy Ray Cyrus.
So they were in a good mood.
All right. We got some more Kevin. Kevin wants back, and Kevin should be back, God damn it. Let's see here. Oh, this is funny. Russell JS. I like H2O and Halloween Resurrection, 2 of the worst Halloween movies.
Oh,
but
you know what I like? The first Rob Zombie Halloween.
I like both of them. The second one took me some time to get into it, and then after on a rewatch, I was like, I like the different direction. But no, I like the Rob Zombie shit much better than H2O and Halloween Resurrections. Holy shit, that shit was terrible. Let's see. Bob says Hellfest is a cool movie. I agree. You guys should check that out if you like, Halloween movies, placed in a theme park environment. Really good. Oh my God. The Queen of Cool. I hope she's still here. Heather Drain, who was an amazing guest on our show. She says, love you guys, and Toby Hooper's Funhouse, so good. Oh, I agree. One of my favorites. It's definitely in my top couple Toby Hoopers, man. I fucking love it. Let's see. Zachary says, LOL, count you trying to cause some controversy. I don't know what that means. Probably some stupid I said. McSorley, better revenge movie, The Wraith or The Crow? I love them both, but I would probably have to go with The Crow.
I didn't like The Crow at all. What was the name of the other movie?
The Wraith with Charlie Sheen.
The Wraith?
Sherilyn Fenn. It's like 80s, but it's like 86, so you would probably hate it. Clint Howard's in it. Nick Cassavetes? Some Cassavetes kids in it. I don't know.
Clint Howard is a Cheap Trick fan.
Yeah, he's awesome. Love me some Clint Howard. Let's see. Joseph Collins. Was there a remake of Suspiria? How can they recreate the opening scenes? That was intense horror. Yes, there was a remake of Suspiria that totally divided fans. Like, some people thought it was great, like the second coming of horror, and some totally hated it. While I do prefer the original Suspiria, I love all the bold changes and all the weirdness of the remake. I think it was a real, like, you take a beloved thing and you kind of put your own spin on it. And I thought it was very bold, even though I prefer the original. Do you even know what I'm talking about, Ralph? Or do you know Dario Argento's?
Well, no, I never saw the remake, but I love Suspiria. I got it on DVD.
Okay, right on. I recommend you're a 4K guy now, man. Get the fucking Blue Underground 4K. It's fucking amazing.
With the amazing Jessica Harper.
Yep. Future Squash. Do you guys like the band Paradise Lost? I've heard of them. They're like power metal, right?
No, they changed a lot, but they were kind of death metal-ish in the beginning, and that's the stuff I liked.
Okay. I might be thinking of a
gothic, kind of gothic as well. It was unique. I like the early stuff, but I lost track of them. They went a little too pompous for me, and I stopped listening to them.
Let's see. Mr. High again says AIDS? Question mark. Yes. Ace Frehley has AIDS from Peter Chris's fucking cock being put in his ass. Deal with it.
All right. Next question.
All right. Let's see. Zachary said, yes, they remade Suspiria. He's basically talking about kind of saying the same thing I did. From the Dungeon TV, Kiss Meets the Phantom in the Park, one of the classic movies of its time. I love it. I absolutely love it. And thank you, Ralph, because you sent me a high definition copy of the original version. I hate that shitty fucking European cut that's on the Kissology shit. I like that original shit. And there's somebody that's even made like supposedly a better copy on Blu-ray that's supposed to be high definition. I almost bought it, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I love that. Ralph and I were part of watching a live, commentary version of that. It was a lot of fun. Great movie. I love it.
Yeah, that version is great. The one I sent you.
Yeah.
But, man, I hate the European versions because they play those shitty solo songs through it, and I love that 70s funk. that you hear
Yeah.
during Beretta and Starsky and Hutch. That's the music that killer 70s funk shit. When Gene Simmons
Right.
is beating everybody up, that fucking and the trumpet, that shit's the best. Total
You
70s.
know, you know what I love too that I sent you, and I'm glad you watched it and you enjoyed it the way I enjoy it. But the Jaws Shark Exploitation Edition.
Oh my God, that was you that sent me that? Dude,
Yeah.
that is godly. They added some scenes of the movie Orca.
Yep. Yeah, they
They added
scratched up the picture where it looks like an old 70s movie and shit. It's great.
it was
Change the
really cool.
music.
What's really cool too is that the scene
Yeah.
where Hooper's in the cage and the shark is coming, they start
Yeah.
playing fucking Warriors of the World from Manowar. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, they're playing Manowar. It was awesome.
The best thing they ever did.
Wasn't there another movie like that though? I got another
Oh,
one.
there's a lot of fan edits that I've seen on the internet, but that's one of the best. I mean, I love the way they did it with like, when the movie starts out and instead of like the Jaws theme, they play that like weird, like, it's almost like the theme from fucking Tower and Inferno or Poseidon Adventure, where it's like cheesy 70s ballads and shit. It was great.
Oh, I loved it. I gotta watch that again. I fucking loved it.
Let's see. Colin says Ace has AIDS. Bob
All right, wait,
says
hold
no
on.
AIDS.
I'm gonna grab something, and you're probably aware of it. It's amazing.
Okay. I can't see you in live time, so you might have to just tell me.
All right, let me find it. All right, it's called the Despecialized Edition Star Wars Trilogy.
Oh, nice. Without all the fucking George Lucas fucking redos, Guido shot first or Han shot first kind of shit.
I don't know how they did it, but it's like they got the original reels to all three of them. The first
Nice.
one, it doesn't say A New Hope when the Texas.
Oh, nice.
It's total. This I gotta watch again. Since I got this, I
Nice.
stopped watching my Star Wars DVDs, and it looks amazing too. I got this on eBay. I know this. I know this guy. He is such a Star Wars nerd, but he goes beyond being just a Star Wars nerd. He
Yeah.
honestly believes that Star Wars is a true story.
You've told me about that guy before.
Yeah, and he goes, dude, you want to get the best Star Wars? That's the original, all three original. Get that.
Oh, nice. I got to get that.
I went on eBay, found it. It was cheap too. I forgot how much. I think it was like $20 for all three movies.
Nice. This one's going to you, Ralph. Dan Poe says Metal Church X1. I think that means 11 versus Damned If You Do.
Oh, I got them both, and I don't listen to them much. I kind of remember X1 being the better one. Isn't that the one where Mike Howe finally came back?
I have
think
no
that's
fucking. We did a review of one Metal Church album, and I was like, "That's enough for me."
Yeah, but that was the first album I think we did. The best.
Yeah, and I didn't like that, so I never really went forward
So
with them.
there you go. Now you all understand how this guy going crazy on me because of the New Testament don't mean shit to me. You heard what he just said, Hey,
Yeah.
that's his opinion. I ain't got no problem with him. But if I was to fucking hate it and he loved it, it'd be a whole different story. You see, I'm not the pickle whistler here.
Let's see, Future Squash. Ralph, I think you're aware of this band, but what do you guys think of the band Unto Others? They were originally called Idle Hands. They toured with King Diamond and Uncle Acid I believe, in 2019.
They were
I'm not
good.
familiar.
They were good.
Were they?
Oh, I didn't know they changed their name. But yeah, I saw them open for King Diamond and Uncle Acid. Yes.
Okay. A lot of people touchy about Kiss. Tom Malone Jr. says Ace doesn't got AIDS. He's just clumsy. He fell on Peter Chris's AIDS infected dick, got up and then slipped and fell on it again and again and again. Or maybe I added the last part. I'm not sure. Bob said Dragon Lord was amazing. Dragon Lord. Is that Eric Peterson's shitty fucking black metal band? Is that Dragon Lord?
I don't know, but I do remember that side project he had, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I think it's fucking dragon dicks. I don't know. Dragon dicks across your lips. I don't know. Fuck that shit, man. Fucking black metal's fucking gay. Thomas Malone Jr. Kiss Asylum versus Kiss Lick It Up.
Oh, come on. Lick It Up by far.
That's a tough one for me. But I fully acknowledge that is purely a timeline answer. Kiss Asylum was my first Kiss album. I love Lick It Up, but god damn it, I love Asylum too. I think Asylum is very underrated. And to me, the last like kick-ass Kiss album to me is Asylum.
Well, I will say that. I will say I love Asylum. I do love it. But I love like Lick It Up about 10 times more.
No, I get that.
It has a lot to do with the songs.
Yeah.
Vinnie Vincent was
but we both agree we're so sick of the title track, Lick It Up. Like, ugh,
I never liked that song. I never liked, but Young and Wasted is my favorite Kiss song. Excited, the innocent, fucking A Million to One, one of the greatest Kiss ballads.
Oh, love it.
I love that fucking album.
Oh, A Million to One, love that song. But like Kiss Asylum, okay, I've talked at nauseum how much I love Tears Are Falling, but like King of the Mountain, I like way more than I should. I love that fucking song. And
good song.
Fucking killer. Let's see, Kevin Warhalf. Kevin Warhalf rules. He wants to do another video with you. Yes, Kevin, we need you. Future Squatch, what do you guys think of the new Warbringer album from earlier this year? I have no idea.
I haven't heard it. I played with Warbringer in Puerto Rico. We played a festival.
Okay.
Great band. Well, it's only one guy. You left. You know.
Thomas Malone says best set list on tour. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. Like a current tour that's going on. I'm not sure.
My favorite set list ever was Cheap Trick in 1996, where they didn't play anything after All Shook Up.
Nice. I would say best set list tour I saw was the last time I saw Roger Waters. Was amazing. Travis Peretta.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I saw that tour. I'm gonna get that Blu-ray soon. He released that. He's a prick. I will say he's a prick. But I enjoyed that show. That last Roger Waters show, I was blown away. He did Two Suns in a Sunset. Is that the name of the song?
Yeah, see, I saw the tour before that.
Oh, that one I'm talking about. He did that Final Cut song. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. And the funny thing, that's my least favorite song on that album.
I love that album. And that album I used to hate. Yeah. And now it's like, back then I was like, oh, Not Now John is the only good song on there. Now I fucking love that album. And I got the version, because I never owned Final Cut, but I did buy it on vinyl that brings When the Tigers Run Free.
Yeah.
That's from the Wall movie. I love that.
Yeah. See, I don't like
the Final Cut to me sounds like a continuation of The Wall.
Oh, well, it is in a big way. I mean, a lot of them were songs that didn't make it, but I don't like Two Suns in the Sunset. I don't like When the Tigers Broke Free. And what's that? The Fletcher Memorial. Everything else I love.
That one. I love that one. I love that album, man. I gotta get my turntable broke, man.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get a new one.
I gotta take it in to get repaired. I'm hoping I I hope they can resurrect it. Be cool. I can have a zombie turntable.
Travis Peretta says Terry Gilliam movie battle, Brazil or Fear and Loathing. I hate to admit this, I have not seen Brazil. I need to. But I love Fear and Loathing, but I can't make an honest pick between the two.
I didn't see Brazil. I saw Fear and Loathing, and it was a little too, I don't know, too trippy. Wasn't that one of those movies you need to be on acid for? It just had so many weird things happen.
Well, I was, and it helped. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch it again on acid to enjoy it.
All right. Thomas Malone Jr., he brings up a really good one here. Hot in the Shade set list versus Revenge set list.
I'm Hot in the Shade.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. They were both great set lists that unfortunately included shitty songs from Hot in the Shade and shitty songs from Revenge. But if you take away the shitty songs from Hot in the Shade and the shitty songs from Revenge, they were pretty, like I saw somebody posted a set list from the Revenge tour, and I was like, man, I forgot they played that many great songs, because to me, the Revenge tour was such a step down. Like Hot in the Shade tour, I saw at a huge venue. Well, both times. I saw Hot in the Shade twice, both times at big outdoor amphitheaters. And great set list. Then I saw Revenge. It was in a much smaller arena with fucking Trickster and Great White opening up, and Great White on the Psycho Motel tour, not Great White in their fucking prime. And it was half sold. It was a big, like, just that kind of tainted my fucking experience. But if you look at like the classics they played, they're both really good. But Hot in the Shade was pretty fucking, it was good, you know, except for all the shitty Hot in the Shade songs. All right.
And Revenge, they had a lot of shitty Revenge songs played.
Yeah. Oh, God, that shit was horrible. I gotta pee. You can expand more if you'd like.
I didn't see the Revenge tour. That was, you know, I saw every Kiss tour after Creature of the Night up to the Farewell tour. But the only one I missed was Revenge. And it was because of another show. I chose to go see Megadeth and Suicidal Tendencies over, because yeah, it was Kiss, Trickster, and even at the time I really didn't like Revenge. And I remember seeing like a live video of them doing Unholy, and it sounded like shit. Gene wasn't doing the crazy screaming. So I was like, man, the only good song from the album there, and they're playing it shitty. Nah, I'm going to go see Megadeth. So then I used to go to this record store, and that guy was super cool. He used to have these bootleg videos, and he had the Miami Kiss show. He goes, take it home, record it, bring it back, because he was selling it. I was like, cool. I took it home and watched it, and watching that Revenge show, I thought, I made a mistake. I should have went to the Kiss show. Just by the video itself, it was better than the freaking Megadeth show. The Megadeth show and Suicidal wasn't bad, but the Revenge show was definitely better. Definitely a better show. But that was the only Kiss show. I saw Creatures, Lick It Up, Animalized twice. They played 2 nights at Sunrise. I saw Asylum. I saw Crazy Nights. Hot in the Shade, skip Revenge, then I saw the reunion 4 times. I didn't see Psycho Circus because they canceled that show because Kiss thought it was more important to open the Super Bowl than to play for us. And I saw the Farewell show. Then I saw a couple scab shows after that for free. And I got offered tickets 2 times to see End of the Road. And really, mainly because of Ian. Because Ian said, you're going to go because somebody's going to offer you a free ticket. And I said, no, even if they offer me a free ticket, I'm done. And sure enough, I got a free ticket. You know what was cool though? What was wild? I said, no, I don't want to go to the guy that offered me a free ticket because he had, you know. So I didn't go. and he went, and Kiss didn't play that night. They came out in full makeup saying we can't play, it's too dangerous with the storms and shit, because it was an amphitheater, and that's a 2-hour drive. Thank God I fucking. Yeah, they did make it up. And he was like, hey, man, they're going to play again. Come on, I'll get you a free ticket. I was like, no, I don't want to see Kiss. I'm done. After that monster show fiasco, I was done. Done. And I'm happy. I never seen Kiss since. I don't care. They're done. It's over. It's over, Johnny.
All right. Jean-Paul Bourdon wants to know, have either of you seen the new movie Good Boy? Currently in theaters and Shudder. It's pretty cool and a bit more original than your usual horror flick. Not only have I not seen it, I haven't heard of it.
I haven't seen it. And I don't like that new movie that everybody's raving about. I saw it.
Which one? Weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing for me either. Even though I liked the director's previous movie, Barbarians, I liked that, but Weapons didn't do nothing for me.
Let me refill my drink.
Okay, Marcus Bustos.
Hello.
Is it just me, or do new thrash records sound like crap due to non-analog mix?
Yes.
Megadeth and so forth. Tunes are fine, but what the fuck? Get off my yard.
God, yes. Yes. And let me tell you something, just so you know, if you want to hear a great sounding thrash album, analog, it was recorded in analog during the digital age. Poser Holocaust, Thrash or Die. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound of that first Thrash or Die album. Tell me that ain't straight from the 80s. The second album too. But the thing is, here's the thing. The first album was my drummer at the time in the band. He went to audio school. He did all that shit. But, he was new at doing it. Mel in Your Skull, I had D-Man, the professional. This guy's a professional. He's been doing it for decades. Producer. He made it sound analog. But the way Caesar did Poser Holocaust, it seems a little more Combat Records thrash. You know what I'm trying to say? Not so spit-shined.
No. I think a big problem, and I don't know, maybe it's me. I know you've talked about before, Ralph, about like, if we didn't know a lot of the drama behind these recordings, would we have a different opinion? But I'm not a big fan of how bands like the New Testament was recorded. It's all Eric Peterson and then this new fucking drummer. And then the other guys hear it and they email their fucking parts in. They don't record together. They don't write together. Everything's fucking piecemeal. And then it's ran through a fucking digital fucking auto-tune shit. It just sounds disingenuous to me. So yeah, I definitely agree with you, Mark. I mean, thrash is something that should be fucking intimate and in your face and fucking, I don't know. Shouldn't be fucking digital. That's for goddamn sure.
The thing is, in my opinion, I'm the guy that's always crying. I can't tell production and shit.
Right.
Well, it's not really I can't tell production. I just can't tell when people say the drums are too high in the mix or whatever. That I don't notice. But I do notice recordings today are much more confined. Like everything in the world. Yep. Everything in the world reflects on how albums sound. I'm not saying they sound bad. They're great sounding albums for what they are, but they're missing that warmth. That's why I don't buy vinyl from new albums anymore. Why? They sound just as good on CD. It's the analog shit. Poser Holocaust isn't on vinyl. It should be. It's a crime it's not, because it's got that warmth. But you can tell on the actual CD, it's got that warmth sound. I listened to Poser Holocaust the other day because this guy just wrote me this long letter about it. And he sent me an email that was very long and describing each and every song. and what it meant to him and shit. And I was like, man, I haven't heard these songs in a while. Now and then they'll pop up on my shuffle. And most of the time I skip it. It's like I don't feel like listening to myself. But I sat down, I put on Toes of the Holocaust from first time I've done it in well over 10 years. Holy fuck, I'm proud, man. I'm so proud of that fucking album. So fucking proud. And I like Melt Your Skull even more, but I love them both. Yeah, and I'm selling them, by the way, if you want. I'm doing this deal. Dean, did I ever send you the Combat CD?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm selling. Brian Wilson gave me 3 boxes, so I'm selling them. 15 each, and I'm even throwing in the postage. You know, you send me 15, but if you send me $15, will only send you that. I'll send you Atomic, the Fallout, which I'm on that CD. I'm on the first song. I'll send you a very cool compilation that has 2 unreleased Thrash or Die songs. We do a cover of The Doctor from Motorhead, and we do Speed Freak from Hallows Eve, and it's got a compilation of a bunch of killer South Florida bands. I'll throw that all in there, you know. I'll throw in a couple extra CDs, and if you want Thrash or Die, you know, I mean, I'll cut you some slack. My PayPal, phaselinear@yahoo.com. It's under all my videos for the people that send my PayPal stuff.
Yeah,
anyway,
and if you order now, I'll throw in my Eddie and the Boozers 22.5, which is a 45, but with only one song on one side. So there you go.
I got the first pressing.
Dark Side's coming now. Nothing is real. Here's something interesting. Ooh, I wanted to bring this up. And actually, this person doesn't even mention this, but this is some late breaking news. Well, a couple days ago. But anyway, Zachary Bergstrom says, saw Hyrix last Saturday. Keaton is so cool, he literally jumped over the barrier and was balancing on my shoulders while performing. He accidentally elbowed me in the head, but it was awesome. But are you guys aware that Keaton is now out of Nefarious and they have a new lead singer? Did you hear about that, Rob?
I am aware of that, and I spoke to Will Carroll about it today, actually. I mean, I brought it up to him.
Right.
I'm not going to repeat what he said because, you know, that's their business. But I will gladly tell you, Ian, after the show, what went down. But
okay,
it's not something I'm going to fucking air, you know?
No, I get, well, here's the thing. Like when I read the story, you kind of hear like on one side, it sounds like, you know, there was, it was scheduling issues. Like they couldn't keep it up because of Keaton's, you know, responsibilities with Hyrax. But then on the other side of their mouth, it kind of sounded like they're going in another direction. Like it didn't gel, the story. But I think it's highly disappointing because I loved that album.
Dude, that is the best release of 2025, if you ask me.
Dude, I loved it. But then there was all these people like, you know, and I don't know if they were Kiss Ass and Rick Holnett, you know, because I'm friends with Rick Holnett on Facebook. And I was reading, you know, a story on his page. And all these people are like, oh, Keaton's vocals didn't fucking mix with the music.
Oh, bullshit. This shit is stellar. Every fucking Keaton is amazing on this. By the way,
I agree.
I met Keaton a couple weeks ago. I took a picture with him. I saw Hyrax.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's total bullshit. Oh, nice. Nice. I would love to get that on vinyl. But I love that album, and I'm very disappointed. And you know, I don't mean that as a judgment on whoever their next singer is, because nobody's heard him. I don't know if the guy's any good or not. But to me, Keaton was a perfect and important part of that album. So I'm very sad to see him go, and like I'm very trepidatious. That's a big word I can't spell. For what the future holds for them. But yeah, I can't wait. Remind me if I pass out. Wake me up and tell me after the show what really happened. All right. Trevor Nevitz says Combat CD is great. Yes, it is. Tommy Miner says, thoughts on Dr. Giggles with Larry Drake. I love Larry Drake, but to me, Dr. Giggles is kind of Are you a fan of Dr. Giggles, Ralph?
I don't know what that is.
It's a horror movie from the 90s.
No.
Edward Reynolds, Ralph, how is your health?
Oh man, thanks for asking. Number one, I don't think I've felt any better in my life.
Okay, good. All right.
I'll tell you my secret though. I'll tell you my secret of what I'm doing now. That makes me feel so much healthier too. By the way, my doctor was very impressed with me with how much I've gotten better. I am 100% now, but this is how I did it. I stopped eating at 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., I don't eat till like 10 in the morning.
Oh, that's a good thing to do if you want to lose weight. I know that.
Well, it wasn't real, and I'm not. The funny thing is, I'm teetering on 170 and 171 pounds, back and forth, back and forth. But either way, this is what I have for breakfast. This is my breakfast: egg whites and an apple. That's all I have, and a glass of milk. That's my breakfast. Then that's around 10 a.m., maybe sometimes 11. Then at 3 p.m., I have sugar-free yogurt and an apple. And then I don't eat till like 6:30. I start cooking so I can eat at 7. And it's either chicken breast, tilapia with broccoli, asparagus, mushrooms, baby spinach, and I mix it all together and eat my dinner. And I don't eat till the next day. Maybe if I buckle, I'll have some almonds. If I buckle. And ever since I've been doing that, every morning I wake up and I walk for a good 30 minutes. And then I have my breakfast, right? And then when the sun goes down, I go walk for like 40 minutes. And what I do is I take this long ass walk, right? I come home kind of sweaty. I take a shower, and then I lay back on my couch, throw in a fucking movie, and just kick back the rest of the night because it was a day of. And you know, when I'm not walking around, I'm always doing something. I'm working in the yard or I'm cleaning up around the house. I'm just more active now than I've ever been. So thank you again for asking. And yeah, my health has been really good, and knock on wood, it stays this way. I will say, last week though, I woke up with my face puffy, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? You know, now I gotta go to the hospital again. And then I was like, fuck this, man. Let's see if it gets any better. The next day it did get better, not much better, but it didn't grow. It just stayed kind of as is. And then 2 or 3 days after that, see, my face is normal. But right here under the eye, it was like big and puffy and red. I was like, oh, fuck. No more hospital, man. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to wait a day. And then I noticed it didn't get worse. And then it went away. So thank God I didn't go. Yeah.
Do you masturbate in the morning or at night?
Whenever I get the urge, I do the Ellison. There you go. Another Ellison joke.
Nice. All right. Let's see. From the Dungeon says, did you talk about the douchebag from Lost Prophets who got killed in prison and was a big Sammy Hagar fan? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Glad he's dead. Got his throat cut with a chicken foot CD. Count Ralphus. Good old Count Ralphus is here.
Oh man, we gotta get Count Ralphus back on the show.
Oh yeah, dude. I love the show I did with him, man. Good dude. UK Sabat is Andy Sneap's old thrash band. Yes, I am aware of that. I'm a big Andy Sneap fan too. Let's see. Wadzilla's, did you listen to those Sabrari albums I sent you? No, I didn't know. I didn't know you did. I'm not familiar with that band, but get back with me and I'll check it out. Thomas Malone Jr. Is there any chance Ace, Gene, Peter, and Paul would go back to Cadillac, Michigan and play given the fact that Ace Frehley has anal inflicted AIDS.
No, but
I don't know.
I heard Peter, Paul, and Mary are going to play it.
Yeah, I don't know with Ace's AIDS that he got from Steve Brown.
Stop saying that, please. Would you? All right.
Well, what?
You already told
couldn't
the joke. Come on. It's a joke,
Okay,
by the
well-
way, people. You don't
Is
have
it
to
though?
repeat the same joke over and over again, Ian.
Is it? Okay. Oh, get a thick skin, you fucking kiss tards. Thomas Malone, Hagar, what? Yep. Kevin Warhalf. Who wants Kevin back in a video?
God.
With
All right,
RMCP?
Kevin. We want you back. Just give us a little bit.
All right. Hannah Montana. Are y'all gonna buy the new Motley Crue Theater of Pain box set? The live show it brings interested me the most. I will download that shit. I am not gonna pay money for it.
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
You know what
Oh
I have
fuck.
that's very rare?
What's that? A good Motley Crue album?
No, it's not a good Motley Crue album, but it's very rare. Let's see if I can find it here. Or maybe I don't have it in my collection because it's sealed. I have the Theater of Pain album sealed with the hype sticker that's actually a big sticker, the Theater of Pain. But yeah, I don't have it here. But I do have it. I just have it somewhere else.
All right. Thoughts on New Destruction or Sodom albums? Which do you guys prefer?
I haven't heard of New Destruction. What I've heard of Sodom, I haven't heard it all yet. It was fucking awesome.
I'm exactly the same with Ralph, and definitely I prefer Sodom to Destruction, but I do love Destruction as well. Glad I got to see him live. Thomas Malone Jr., love Almost Human broadcast. Hell yeah. Metal Mark, has anyone heard anything more about Peter Criss's new album?
No.
Yeah, last I heard was he had to find a new guitar player because the old one had AIDS. Tom Malone, hey Dr. Fuck.
Hey.
Zachary Berstrom, you guys know Yannick Gear's pics of Steve Harris doing naughty stuff with a goat? That was a Ralph joke.
Yeah, I said the only reason that Yannick is still in the band is because he has pictures of Steve Harris with farm animals.
Okay. Thomas Malone Jr., hello from Warren, Pennsylvania. Fucking A. Warren, Pennsylvania. Are you Amish? Let's see. Thomas from the Dungeon TV. Hell yeah, Godzilla is good. Kid behind the mic, you better get your umbrellas ready because you're going to get sprayed. Okay. Thomas Malone Jr., rate the Wicked Lester album against Kiss Dressed to Kill. Dressed to Kill by a landslide, but I am a fan of the Wicked Lester album, I must admit.
So
How
am
about you,
I.
Ralph?
So am I. I love the Wicked Lester album, but yeah, Dress to Kill is way better. I love
All
that
right,
song,
Jason.
What Happens in the Darkness from Wicked Lester.
Oh, love that shit.
That
Love
shit's
it.
awesome.
I remember, and God, this goes back to, and I don't know if you did this, Ralph, but did you ever go to like record conventions
Yeah.
in the early 90s? That's when I first got the Wicked Lester CD, was at a record convention. And this is how big I used to buy like bootlegs of concerts on VHS. And at the time I had to buy the movie Heavy Metal. I got a bootleg on VHS because it wasn't released commercially because of all the licensing. But man, record conventions in the late 80s, early 90s, man, that was a big deal. That's when you had to like get off your ass and get away from the computer and go talk to people. It was a much better time.
Well, there were no
much better
computers. There were no computers back then. You know what
Exactly.
You know what I regret not buying? At a record convention, actually. I found an album that was a legitimate album released that had the same album cover as Wicked Lester. It was a band called Laughing Dogs.
I've heard about that.
I saw it. I actually saw
wow.
it. And and it wasn't expensive either, but I didn't know till later. Laughing dog. I was like, man, I saw this shit. I should have bought it, man. I should have bought it.
All right. Jason says, "Smack him a god, man." And what's up, Ian? What about Tim Bream meeting Gene, or has this been talked about? Rock to all. I saw a post, but I haven't seen the video.
Tim sent it to me. It was fucking hilarious. He went up to Gene Simmons doing his Sinking Stanley voice.
Yeah.
And Gene Simmons said, hold on. And he grabbed his phone and he goes, do it again. I'm going to send it to Paul. And he recorded Tim saying, Sinking Stanley. And Gene sent it to Paul.
Nice.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
Right on. From the Dungeon TV, that's Wadzilla's alter ego on this channel, Godzilla. Yeah, no, I'm straight up Wadzilla. Edward Reynolds, new Megadeth, super generic. I liked it. Thomas Malone Jr., Rob Zombie should do a full covers album with Kiss music. Come on, do we really need that? I don't know.
Oh my God, Kiss.
Joseph Collins, yes, I heard Rob Zombie's song and it's better than I thought. Okay, I'm the same way there. Travis Peretta, I hope there's another rockin' pod next year or the year after. That was a life-changing experience. I'm going to be honest with you, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this. So far, kids, it ain't looking good, And it sucks because I was looking for pictures to post online the other day, and I was looking at all these pictures of Ralph and I from all the previous Rockin' Pods. I mean, Ralph and I were at every one except the last one that I went to solo, and great memories. But that's the thing. You motherfuckers don't show up. There's not another one, and right now, again, I don't know if I should be saying it. It don't look good. It don't look good. So probably your best bet is come to Seattle or come to Miami and buy a ticket for me and Ralph, and we'll hang out with you separately. I don't know if there's going to be another one. I hope there is. I really do. Russell JS, there needs to be a White Zombie reunion. I agree, but very unlikely. And I'm friends with people from White Zombie. Does not look good. Did you guys see KK Downing is producing Tail Gunner's second album?
Yes. Tail Gunner's an awesome new band.
Okay, I know nothing of them.
Oh,
they're good?
They're a great new wave of traditional metal band. They're one of the better ones up there.
Okay.
And when I heard KK was producing the next album, I was like, oh, fucking A, killer, man. That's awesome. I got in a little bit of a tiff with one of the members in Tail Gunner. And I don't remember what it was I said. I said something and it pissed him off.
Oh, were you talking about Brian Wilson again, you insensitive fucking prick? No wonder you got canceled.
Yeah. No, I don't know what it was, but he and then I noticed who he was. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I disagree and all, but man, your band kicks ass. And he was like, he didn't reply because, I'm a putz to him and I don't give a fuck. Be a putt. I don't care, honestly. I'll support you before Armored Saint.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Real Caleb says 100%. I don't know what that's in reference to. Kevin Warhalf says, Kevin, LOL. Here's something we haven't talked about. This broke the day after we recorded our last episode, which was always like, we recorded an episode and something fucking amazing happens. Rush is going out and touring. And they have a new drummer, and she has no penis. But Thomas Malone says, damn, she's great. I watched a little video of her. I know she's toured with Jeff Beck. I 100,000% support this tour. As long as they don't make new music and call it Rush. But if Getty and Alex want to go out there and play and... do these songs, I think it's fucking great. I think it's kind of interesting, especially given all the stuff like Alex with his arthritis and stuff. We'll see how it happens. I've heard that Getty requested a keyboard player so he doesn't have to do like play bass and fucking do the keyboards with his feet, which how the fuck did he do that for all those years anyway? But I mean, these guys are in their 70s. I have no problems with them doing, having somebody help out with some, heavy lifting. I think it's fucking great. Unfortunately, they're playing nowhere near me, and I've heard ticket prices are through the fucking roof, but I make no judgments. If they want to go out and play, I think it's great. I hope they make a DVD or a 4K, those of us who can't make it to the show can watch. Ralph, what do you think?
You know what's going to be unique about this Rush reunion that's never been done before at a Rush show?
What's that?
A female will be there.
Now that's a good joke, sir. I like that.
Yeah, look, I'm all for it. I've talked about it on my channel. I would not pay. I wouldn't even pay $100 for it, to tell you the truth. And I know they're asking for way more than that. Because I saw Rush, man, with the Professor. So if it comes my way and it's way out of my reach financially, I saw Rush, man, with the Professor. You can't tell me going to see this, you saw Rush. It's like saying, it's no different than going to see the Dio hologram saying I saw Dio.
Yeah. You know what's awesome, though? Go ahead.
No, but at the same time, it's cool. It's cool they're doing it. I got nothing against it, and I ain't got nothing against ticket prices too. People bitch all, and I understand. Look, we're all not rich. I'm in your boat. I can't afford to go that type of price. I would not pay to go see Rush. I understand, but you got to understand, you and me, we don't matter. Those shows are going to be sold out. They're going to be packed. They just announced 4 nights at Madison Square Garden.
Right.
It's going to be packed every freaking night without us little bitches that complain about prices. Well, I'm not a little bitch that complains about prices. I'm a little bitch when I go to the glory hole tonight at 1 a.m. That's when I turn into a little bitch. But my point is, I can suck a mean cock.
True.
Yeah, Ian will tell you.
You know what's awesome?
I sucked his, but his cock wasn't mean.
Yeah. It was docile.
Yeah.
No, you know what's cool, though, is who reached out to me the other day was Kobe Leeming. That's the young boy that we took to the farewell tour.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. This young boy, I saw Rush with him and his father on the previous tour, and unfortunately his father passed away, and I just knew for him and for his father that I had to take him to this, and Ralph and I took him, and this is how much this was important to me. I didn't even have one drink of alcohol until after the show, and we dropped young Kobe off, but Kobe is now an adult, way of drinking age. But I thought it was so cool. He reached out to me on Facebook. He's like, "Have you heard the news?" And I knew what it was right away. I'm like, "Yeah, Rush," and that was a very special night. Not only getting to, that was the first time Ralph and I met face to face, and he came and stayed with me. And we went to that, but to take it, a young boy to go see Rush, after he just lost his father, it was a really amazing night.
No, it was very, very
really good
special.
time.
Very special. And he was such a young kid, too. To lose your dad at that age, it's horrible.
Yeah. And to think like now, this kid's old enough to drink, tells you how old we are now.
Oh, no, we're going on 10 years, right? 2015?
No, we're 11 years. 2014 we started.
Wow. You know what I'll never forget? I don't know if it was that trip, because I went and stayed with you twice.
Yeah.
One of the times I stayed with you.
Well, that was the time you stayed with me. The second time is when you came in for the Noel Gallagher show, but you stayed at the hotel with your. parents.
All
And
right,
stuff.
then it was the first time. The first time I stayed at Ian's house, he had a spare room, right?
Yeah.
So I went to sleep, but I couldn't really sleep well that night because it wasn't Tommy, but it was another cat that would just stare at me. And I
Princess.
thought, I was like, if I fall asleep, it's going to go for my pain. It just was staring at me, and it was so creepy. It was the creepiest shit ever. I was like, oh, stop looking at me, cat.
Good times, man. Real good times. All right. Let's
That
see.
was, yeah. What was the show? Was it Cribs or something that we were laughing our ass off?
Oh yeah, it was the first Crib show we listened to on the balcony because I just got that new huge speaker that we
Yeah.
were listening to on my deck,
Yeah.
and we listened to the Cribs and laughed our fucking ass
It
off.
was fucking hysterical.
Yeah. Mark Allen Taylor making us laugh for years.
Oh man, that episode, that was him in his prime. Where
Or was he on Cribs? That was Barnes, Mr. T.
maybe it was the Mark and Terrence show. I don't know.
It was one of those. We were done.
There were like 100 shows that were that just showed that you cannot spin off from the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast, because when you spin off, you hit a bunch of walls and you change a bunch of names. By the time you settle down with a freeform rock podcast, it's already so distant from us that we have no connection with it.
Let's see.
But a plug. I'm going to plug Mark's Freeform Rock podcast because this is a guy that's been doing it for so long and he ain't giving up. And I like that. I like his tenacious nature. Keep doing what you're doing, Mark. I praise Mark Allen Taylor, man.
I do. And I think Mark should be mentioned in the same vein as Sammy Hagar. Like
Well,
somebody who has no talent but just won't give up. I love you, Mark.
I made Ian say that.
Oh God, this is I can't believe this didn't happen already. But From the Dungeon says MTV is shutting all of their music channels down after 40 years. They said.
I heard that.
And so there'll be like no MTV period, huh?
What happened? Teenage girls?
Or is it just? I don't know, but all I can say is, for people who didn't grow up in the era we grew up in, for as shitty as some of it could be, it was a magical time, and it's something like you kids will never understand. Like this younger generation, where you can go on YouTube or Spotify and hear whatever you want when you want. Much like kids that grew up on radio and even MTV, you sat there with bated breath and waited to see what you wanted to see and hear what you wanted to hear. And there was a magic about that. It's like you had to put in the fucking time, or you had to tune in to fucking, Headbangers Ball. I'll never forget in the early 90s. It was like religious. I set my VCR to tape the Howard Stern Channel 9 show, but I would watch Headbangers Ball, and a lot of videos you would think would suck, but there'd be that one video that you thought was fucking awesome. And I don't know, there's just something about when you had to work for shit, just like concert tickets, when you had to go stand in fucking line, it's like you earn these fucking things. They weren't just given to you. You had to have the dedication. You had to love this band that you would go to fucking Sears and stand outside the tire department till they opened up so you could get tickets to your favorite show.
So what happened with MTV? Did teenage girls stop getting pregnant?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it really,
I don't care.
I don't get it. They said that the novelty wore off of people watching music videos. I never got sick of it. Even in the late 90s when it kind of went to like VH1 Classic would show the metal shit like in the middle of the night, I would still watch it. You know, it was, I don't know, there's just something special about it. And it's shit you take for granted now. Yeah, there was a lot of crap, but man, it was a cool fucking time that and I think that's why kids don't care about music anymore because you don't have to work for it. We had to work for it. We had to earn the money to buy these records. You couldn't download shit. You couldn't just watch what you wanted whenever. You had to wait for it. We put in the fucking time. And but maybe MTV should die because that's what it turned into was 16-year-old pregnant girls and
Well,
cribs.
it did die decades ago,
Yeah.
They stopped
All
playing
right.
music. Right? I don't know. Were they still showing videos? I don't think they were.
Yeah, that stopped in early 2000s, I think. Thomas Malone Jr., who's the best Kiss Kiss lead guitarist? Ace, Vinny, Mark, Bruce, or Tommy? I'm
Ace,
going with number 4, the great Bruce Kulick.
Ace Frehley by far.
Yeah,
Not even
you're giving
close.
this. You're giving the sympathy vote because he's dying. Bob says I vote. Oh God, here's another vote for Kulick. Holy shit, 2 votes for Kulick. I'm going Ace. Let's see. Ian was the guy you rode on the motorcycle to Jethro Tull concert with named Strawberry. Fucking Marcus Welby. That dude was straight up Strawberry. And for those of you who know Cheech and Chong, you'll get that reference.
I wasn't looking at his neck, man.
Thomas Malone Jr., what's your favorite 70s Kiss album? What's your favorite 80s Kiss album?
My favorite 70s is Rock and Roll. No, the first album. And my favorite 80s, I like Lick It Up more than Creatures.
70s, that's a tough one. It's between Hotter Than Hell and Dress to Kill. It's about both neck and neck. Oh man, I guess I'd have to go Hotter. As far as 80s, I would say Asylum. Let's see what else is going on. Another vote for
Asylum to me was the last Kiss New York album.
Oh, I agree. Another vote for Kulick. Jason says Kulick for sure. Jose Gonzalez, great to see you boys again. Hope you're doing well and in good health. Bob says, I hate Crazy Nights, but Kulick kills on it. Let's see, Thomas Malone Jr. Dr. Fuck loves Bang Bang You. LOL, just kidding.
Yeah, you better be kidding. I was about to ban you.
Heavy Metal Rules. What's your guys' favorite band that John Sykes was involved with?
Definitely Thin Lizzy, man. Thunder and Lightning.
Well, see, I don't know how to take that question because if you're asking like favorite band overall or the band you think he had the most involvement with or and shaping, I mean, if it was favorite band overall, yes, Thin Lizzy. But if it's ones where I think John Sykes shines through, Blue Murder. That first Blue Murder album is fucking incredible. Best thing Bob Rock ever did. Jimbo, greetings, Ian and Ralph. Thomas Malone says fucking phone. Bob says love Blue Murder. Saw them open up for Bon Jovi. Ugh. I hope you left after Blue Murder was over.
I saw Blue Murder twice and both times headlining.
Wow.
And the second time I smoked a joint with John Sykes.
Was both times with the original lineup?
No, I saw the first album with the original lineup. Then Nothing for Trouble. Only John Sykes was left. Had Mark Mendoza on bass.
All right. Hannah Montana says Dave Ellison loves playing with his Jackson bass. That's a masturbation joke. Let's see.
David Ellison.
Billy DeBrock, what's your favorite Halford lyric?
Oh, Easy for me. And he's got a bunch. Believe me, Rob Halford is a metallic lyrical genius. But my all-time favorite Rob Halford lyric is "My tearless retina takes pictures that can prove
Ooh, good one.
I'm made of metal."
My silent scream. Mine would be "You say yes, I say no."
Yeah.
Let's see. Future Squash, best song on Creator's "Enemy of God." I don't know. I might have to go with the title track.
Yeah. Title track.
Let's see. Thomas Malone Jr. Some say "Kiss Carnival of Souls" is Bruce Kulick's solo album. I don't think so.
Nope.
Kevin Warhalf says Peter Criss rules. Ace Frehley has AIDS.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thomas Thunderdome says, "Sup, gentlemen." Kevin Warhalf says, "Can you do the 100,000 Years drum solo?" Yes, I can, with one hand and no talent. Let's see. Thomas Malone says, "Kiss Wednesday. Kiss Killers versus Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits."
Man, I'll go with Kiss Killers because of Nowhere to Run, but Smashes and Thrashes Hits has my favorite version of Love Gun.
Okay. Yeah, I'd take Killers. Tiger Claw Thunderdome. What do you guys think about New Testament? We talked about that. Ralph likes it better than me. Thomas Malone Jr. So you say you look like Dave Mustaine. In what way? I don't think so. I don't get that. McSorley says, "I agree with Wadzilla. Don't care for autograph stuff unless I receive the autograph in person." Michael Shea, "I wasn't expecting Chuck Billy to go full Cookie Monster, but I guess he did." Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I like, like on certain songs like Dogface Gods, I think it works. But on the first half of the new album, and I don't like the new drummer. Even though I think he's a very good drummer, to me, he doesn't fit Testament. It's too much fucking blast beat, and I heard he comes from a symphonic fucking metal band. So if you're a symphonic metal band, you already suck, because that shit's for fucking dudes who don't get laid and then buy a gun and shoot people.
That's me.
If you get
that's me, everybody, because I like the New Testament.
Okay. Dee Verney was the coolest musician I ever met. I agree. Dee was very nice when I met him. And then he was very funny, like stereotypical Dee, like playing the New York asshole. But both versions that I met were super fucking cool. Joe Medina, in regards to Sabbath's last album, 13, do you think they would have been better off picking up where Never Say Die left off rather than trying to emulate earlier albums?
Yes. God, yes.
Yeah, that shit was doomed from the start. No Bill Ward. They were all too long in the tooth and set in their ways. And no matter what they wanted to do, Ozzy was steering the ship, and that's the big problem. Too much Ozzy power. That being said, I like 13 better than Ralph. Would you party with Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High or Tom Drake from The Wildlife? Ooh.
Jeff Spicoli.
I absolutely love both of those movies, but I got to go with Spicoli too. But Tom Drake and The Wildlife, Chris Penn was fucking amazing.
Hey, speaking of Jeff Spicoli, we got to get that guy back on the show, Jeff Beers.
Yeah, we got to get Jeff Beers back.
That
dude, that motherfucker's interviewing more famous people than us, that motherfucker. I love it.
He reminds me of Jeff Spicoli.
Love him. Bob says Phoebe Cates. Hannah Montana says, "What's your favorite Leprechaun movie?" God, I don't know. They're all so shitty and awesome at the same time. Mine would be between the first one, the one in Vegas, the one in space, and the one in
He
the
went to
hood. I don't
space.
know. I might have to go with Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun went to space.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. So awesome.
I saw the first one. I vaguely remember it. I remember I liked it. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah. It's not good either. It's fun. It's great 90s straight to video bullshit. That's another thing like young kids don't understand is shit that went straight to video. You know, it's like, well, what are you talking about video? You motherfuckers. Tiger Claw says Superior remake was kind of shitty. I get it. I don't fucking give anybody shit who doesn't like it. I like that it was different though. Scribble, what's up, fellas? Have you seen the Blood vinyls Megadeth have for pre-order? If so, have you seen that done before? If so,
Yeah.
how in the hell does that work? It seems too thick for vinyl. I mean, like I've had CDs that come like in the blood case, like, Slayer and shit like
No,
that.
these vinyls actually have liquid in it.
Oh
I have
yeah, no,
seen-
I saw it and I thought the same thing. I'm like, how the fuck does this work and how does it sound? Is this something just to look at or will it sound like shit? I can't tell.
it's gonna sound good. Come on, they wouldn't release it if it didn't. I don't own any records like that, but it's interesting. It is interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I'd check it out. It depends on probably I would not pay what they charge for it, but I saw the video and it looked really cool
Yeah.
aesthetically. Yahamo, rank
No, I
these
don't know.
singers. That's what I said. Um, rank these singers' current voices from better to worse. Axl Rose, David Coverdale, Paul Stanley, Vince Neil, David Lee Roth.
Are you talking technically? Technically, Dave would be Vince.
And he's saying current voices, not their past.
Oh, currently, yeah. Dave would be even worse than Vince. Coverdale's shot. That shit's sad. Who else? Paul Stanley. Yeah, he sucks.
Axl Rose, David Coverdale, Paul Stanley, Vince Neil, David Lee Roth.
And Axl has gotten really bad. I don't know. I would say out of all of them, the worst would probably be Paul Stanley of Kiss. But I'll tell you who owns them all, who wasn't mentioned, Don Dokken.
All right. I would say David Lee Roth best. And then I would go Paul Stanley, David Coverdale, Vince Neil, Axl Rose worst. Purple Floyd, hey Ralph, what were some of your favorite TV shows growing up?
All right. If you want to go really old school with me, when I was a little boy, Batman with Adam West was the shit.
Fucking right.
I was a little boy, 5, maybe 6. And every time Batman would end, I'm like, how are they going to get out of this one? No, they either got Batman and Robin tied up into a vat of acid. And I would be like, there's no way they can get out of this. And they'd figure it out. I loved but also getting into little kiddie shows when I was a kid. I loved the News Zoo Review. Do you know that show, Ian?
No.
The News Zoo Review it was kind of like a Sesame Street thing. It was Freddy the Frog. It was like these big people in these outfits. One was a frog, the other one was an owl, and then Henrietta a hippo, and then they had 2 hippies because this was the late '60s. And the 2 hippies, they'd take out an acoustic guitar and they'd start, the chick had a nice voice, and they'd start playing, and and then the fucking frog and the owl and the hippopotamus would just dance around. All right, then when I got into my teens, I loved Beretta. Ooh.
Oh.
Beretta was the shit. I love
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it.
$6 Million Man. I love that show. I love Starsky and Hutch. I love Three's Company, which I was watching Three's Company the other day. Oh my God, what a hilarious show that was. So slapsticky, you know?
The Regal Beagle.
Yeah. What else? Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live to me, when I was a little kid in the 70s, when it was a brand new show, that was to me like porno. I was like maybe 10. That was pornography to me. Staying up late to watch that, it was this adult humor that now you look at it, it looks like fucking something off the Disney Channel. But back then it was so risque, and then you know the skit with Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor, you know, the word association. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
You know where
Well, I love.
Yeah.
They did a callback to that on the first episode of this latest season that I thought was pretty funny, and they referenced how, you know, the guy's like, "Why can't I say it? It's been said on this show before," you know. Classic.
Yeah, Saturday Night Live was another very important, and of course, the midnight special of Don Kirshner's rock concert was the MTV. Yeah. That was MTV for us 70s kids. But it would usually be live performances. But I remember seeing like the Cheap Trick videos from the first album. Yeah. And Train Police 2 was played on there, and they played live, Don Kirshner. Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, AC/DC during the Power Age era on Midnight Special. I remember seeing all that when it was brand new, freaking out, you know. Thin Lizzy was on there. So yeah, those would be my favorite shows. And then I went through a huge gap where I just didn't watch TV anymore. You know, I liked Cheers when I saw Cheers, you know, some things here and there, but the show that got me hooked big time back on TV was Twin Peaks. And what was that, the 90s? I think it was the 90s.
I'm trying to remember the first season. I don't know if it was 89-90 or 90-91. The season. I can't remember.
That show, I was so hooked to it. And that show bombed once you found out who Laura Palmer's killer was.
Yep.
I thought it got fucking even better with Wyndham Earl. Dude, that shit was fucking awesome.
You are the only guy ever that's ever said that, but I love it. I love all of it, but, you know, most people couldn't stand it. But yeah, no, I still like the Wyndham Earl shit.
I love Wyndham Earl. Then The Sopranos, of course. And then my all-time favorite, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Those are I saw a couple other shows. Like I saw The Complete Shield. And it was all right.
Did you ever watch Ozark? That was a good one.
Ozark was awesome. I hated how it ended, though. But what was wild about Ozark was every fucking last episode of the season was so killer. And then it just ended with a thud, you know? No. But the way each episode would end, it's like, what the fuck's going to happen now? You know? Crazy. That was a great show, Ozark.
Is it just me, or would you get sad at the ending of every Incredible Hulk when they played that sad music?
Yeah, that was another show I loved. I loved Incredible Hulk.
All right, Future Squash. Favorite part of Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I get confused with their movies, but the guy that was at the top of the castle. Yelling profanity. You remember
I blow farts in your general direction.
Yeah. That, and I like the part where they chopped the arm off of the dude.
It's a flesh wound.
Is that both the same movie?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like those two.
I like all those, and then also, you know, what's the win ratio of a sparrow and shit. Oh, great. I'm a huge Monty Python fan. Let's see. Tiger Claw says, Jason, Justin Children's favorite movie is Caddyshack 2. I just wished that cocksucker a happy birthday the other day. I miss him. I remember when he was cool.
I'm still in touch with him.
Yeah, good, good.
You know,
I like Justin.
Sometimes Justin donates for our track by tracks.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, I haven't seen the ones he did. Awesome. I like Justin. He don't like me, but I like Justin. Joe Medina, have you guys heard of Vengeance Rising? They were like
Yeah,
death metal striper.
I got it. Let me grab it. I'll show you the one the Vengeance. What was the name of the band? God damn it!
Vengeance Rising.
Yeah, I have a CD of theirs. But yeah, they're good. They're good. They are like religious. By the way, this band I highly recommend. They're called Void. I just saw them a few weeks ago. I bought both their CDs that night and a shirt. I haven't done that when I've seen a new band in ages. I highly recommend that, man. But let me find my Vengeance Rising.
All right, you find that shit. I gotta pee.
All right, let's see here. I'm having a hard time, guys. I will find it. Mark my words, I'll find the bitch. Oh, damn it. I can't put these CDs back. By the way, we're going to be here. Damn, not that much longer, man. I got a few things to do. So, man, why can't I find the goddamn thing? Well, just take my word for it. Vengeance Rising. God damn it. Where's my. Yeah, then again, I am missing a lot of CDs. I forgot about that. From the move, a lot of my CDs went missing. So sorry about that. It was like a yellowish cover, I think kind of like fire or something. With a weird design. But damn fine album. And too bad I can't find it because I'd love to play that now that, after we're done here. Yeah, fuck, man. That's another one that went missing. If you guys been following my channel, you know that I'm always bitching about all these CDs that are missing because my CD things here, there's like, it used to be pretty packed. Now there's like 5 rows missing and what's weird, it's not even alphabetical that they're missing. I got things from A to V, Vengeance Rising, all missing. It's weird, man. It's sad. But yeah, I got to tell you that we got to be ending soon because I do have a few things to do and I got to get up early. How about another half hour? Right on? Because I wanted to end at 12, but hey, Ian, I wanted to end at 12, but let's go till 12:30 if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, you tell me. I mean, we've got a lot of shit left. All right. Let's see. This is pretty funny. Zachary Berstrom. Do you guys have any poop in your pants as an adult stories? We all know it happens to everyone as an adult at some time, even if you won't admit it. And I'll go first because I just had a recent poop my pants story. 2 weeks ago, I was in Las Vegas and I shit myself. It was me and my best friend from growing up. We're in this shitty fucking hotel in Vegas and we're living on nothing but beer and Denny's because there was a Denny's right next to, where we were staying. So that's where we're eating. And, he got up and he took the room was so shitty and so small, you can hear everything. So he's pooping and I'm in the toilet and I'm dying laughing. I'm like, oh my God, we gotta change our diet or something. And I'm laughing and then he comes out, I'm still giggling. And then all of a sudden I just feel like an ocean in my pants. I was like, ooh. And I was like, oh, it hit me. And I stood up. I was like, I was going to make a beeline for the toilet and it was too late. It was too late. There was a fart and then it came out. And next thing you know, I'm in the shower in my shorts, I just straight up shit myself. So I'm in the shower, taking off my pants, like washing the poo poo out of my pants, and like using my foot to like smush it down the drain. And then I had to go use the fucking, they had a laundromat at the hotel, and I had to go wash my pants. So, yeah, it happens. You know, no
Well,
shame.
in my case, it's kind of different because the only time I ever crap my pants was not that long when I came out of the hospital. And they put me on some medication that made me poop a lot. And sometimes I didn't make the bathroom. I didn't make it. So I had to fucking grab the Lysol and shit, pick everything up, and spray, disinfectant. But there was an incident that I had a shit so bad. Check out, this is a wild story. This happened maybe like 25 years ago. I had a shit so bad. I'm in the Broward somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I am. And I'm in one of those streets where it's all businesses, like, oil
Yeah.
change, Jiffy Lubes and shit like that. And I had a shit so bad. I never felt this way in my life. I was like, whoa, whoa. I kind of felt like, when you got to piss so bad, you're like, oh. But this one was coming out the other end. And I was like, I got a shit so bad. I couldn't wait to go anywhere. So I pulled into this Jiffy Lube type place. I drive to the back real quick, and I get out of the car, and right there's one of those, what do they call those little grill things? Like, where it goes down to the sewer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
the manhole, but this one had,
Yeah.
like I just bent over that and took a shit right in it that it went straight down to the sewer because I am a righteous citizen. I won't go shit on the floor. I'm going to go shit where all the other shit goes. I'm hoping that I ain't drinking water. But that probably is the only thing. That happened like 25 years ago. But yeah, I did have some accidents while I was in the house. I shit my pants, but that doesn't count. I mean, even Ian's counts because he may not have been home, but he's somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when
I was on vacation.
Home, it doesn't really count.
Yeah. Shit happens, man. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Zachary, I'm sure it's happened to you. Don't feel bad. Poop happens. Russell JS, Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park or Detroit Rock City?
They're both so different. And I dig them both, but technically Detroit Rock City is a better movie. But nostalgia-wise, I think I'm going with Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And I've said this before, and it's wild I'm saying it again. I was the biggest Kiss freak when that movie came out. And I went to my friend Yai. You met Yai. I went to his house to see Kiss Meets the Phantom at his house. I think it was either Halloween, the day before Halloween. And I'm the biggest Kiss fan. I see the movie, and I'll never forget, on the drive, my dad is driving me home, and me thinking in the car, I was confused. I was like, that wasn't good. How can that movie not have been good? It's Kiss. I thought it was a shit movie, right? So fast forward to 1984. They were showing it on CBS as a late movie. And that night I had to go to a wedding with my family that I set my VCR for it. And then I watched it and I loved it, because I was more grown up, I already lived through Spinal Tap and shit like that. So I got more of a sense of humor, even though the movie wasn't really trying to be funny. It was like, it wasn't funny on purpose. So it's more special to me, but in Detroit Rock City, which, by the way, I watched the other day on my 4K TV because somebody told me online that's very hard to get on Blu-ray. It's not on 4K, but the Blu-ray transfer is amazing, And I watched it the other day, and it's funny. I mean, some parts are a little too exaggerated. Some parts make no sense at all. Like all of a sudden the guy is friends with the 3 dogs that wanted to kill him. Certain shit like that. But overall, I think it's a better movie than Detroit Rock City. That was a long enough answer.
Yeah, I love them both, but I got to go Phantom. just for nostalgia. Future Squash, Bruce Dickinson's Killing Floor or Slayer's Killing Fields?
Bruce Dickinson, Killing Floor.
I'm the same. Yolam Hamelo.
Yoadmo.
What did I say? Bohemian Rhapsody is going to be 50 years old soon. Honest thoughts on the songs? Go ahead, Ian. Trash it. No, I won't trash it. It's a fucking amazing masterpiece of a song. I just farted. Masterpiece of a song. But I never need to hear it again. Never, ever in a million years need to hear it again. But it's a great song. Be Cool or Be Podcast Out.
I gotta say about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Very special song. Queen is a weird band because in my very younger days when I wasn't into music, I used to buy 45s, and there were two 45s I bought from Queen. The first one was Killer Queen, and it was new at the time. I loved it. Then I bought Bohemian Rhapsody, and I bought it because I loved it. I think it's a fucking masterpiece of a song. Oh yeah, I don't need to hear it ever again. But my God, what a amazing! And I know you don't agree, but still, you have to admit they really did stretch the boundaries. You know.
Oh
Queen,
no, I respect Queen a lot more than I like them.
Queen
Totally
was not in a box. They kind of started off, that first album, and even the
they weren't in a box. They were in a closet.
The first album was pretty straight ahead 70s metal. Then they started getting a little, adventurous. And Bohemian Rhapsody up to that point, Prophet Song, which is kind of cool. But Bohemian Rhapsody and Prophet Song, I can listen to a million times. But Bohemian Rhapsody took it to another level. And the way the opera comes in and then the heaviness of the end, I love Bohemian Rhapsody. It's one of the greatest songs ever. It really is. If I really do think about it, what is my favorite Queen song?
Flash.
I don't know. I would say March of the Black Queen, but then again, I think, no, you know what? Bohemian Rhapsody is I think the greatest Queen song. I also think Freebird's the greatest Skinner song, and I think Stairway to Heaven is the greatest Led Zeppelin song.
Well, I checked out with Queen when they started doing that like pro 9/11 shit, like that first song on Jazz. Fuck that shit. I'm an American. Let's see what else. I'm again. Thoughts on Uriah Heep? I've been getting to them lately, and I think they're quite underrated. I agree. Love Uriah Heep, and one I would tell anybody that's listening to this right now, go just fucking Google Uriah Heep Paradise. Go listen to that. I think that song's fucking amazing. Yeah, it's a mellower song, but I'm into them more than Ralph. But I think we both agree when we saw them open for Judas Priest, they were damn good. It was a good show.
No, and I saw them open for Priest twice. I saw them in '82 open for Priest with Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake in the band. But
nice.
On the same stage, I saw Blizzard of Oz tour with Tommy Aldridge and Rudy Sarzo. Ain't that weird?
Wow.
So, what was he talking about? I already forgot. Sorry.
What do you think of him?
Of what?
Of Uriah Heep.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I asked.
All right. I have an episode on this channel called Martin Popoff trying to get me into Uriah Heep. I did an episode where Martin Popoff was educating me on Uriah Heep, right?
Nice.
And I took it serious, and I listened to all of it. I will say, I'm not saying all their classic albums like Demons and Wizards and stuff like that are bad albums. It just doesn't grab me. But you know what did grab me is Look at Yourself. That album,
good album
is
real
awesome.
Good album.
And believe it or not, whatever the hell the last album was called, something Color, I think.
Color and Chaos.
I thought that was a great album too. So all the Uriah Heep I've heard, I like. but those are the exceptions. It's like I got into Yes lately because of the album Drama. And I listen to all the other Yes albums, and they're good, but I like Drama the best, man.
Nice. All right. Marcus Busto says, "Don't even lie. If you could do it, don't tell me you wouldn't catch the new Rush tour." Of course, if it's a free ticket, I'd go.
Yeah, or under $100. I'll pay up to 100. I will. That's about it.
Travis Peretta, what's your most crazy LSD experience if you've had a crazy one? Oh, I've had fucking tons. I've had a gun pulled on me by walking in the middle of a drug deal. Just all kinds of crazy shit. One time I was so high on LSD, Ralph and I watched Never Say Die, the fucking Gene Simmons movie, or Too Young to Die.
Yeah.
Stargrove. We were high as a fucking kite, laughing our fucking ass off on LSD and all kinds of different shit. Yeah, LSD is great. Even though I wouldn't recommend it to kids nowadays because they put too much shit in everything. You take a chance with this fentanyl, and it sucks. You kids can't have fun like we did. You really can't. You got to be careful. I would say take mushrooms because they're hard to fuck with and you still trip. But
I think
clean ass.
Was it you?
Right.
I told somebody the other day, man, I only did mushrooms once in the spring break of 1984, and it didn't do nothing for me, and I never tried it since. So I did some mushrooms.
Try it again.
That didn't do shit. The craziest, I'm thinking because all the stories on LSD are crazy, but I'll tell you two specific crazy things that happened on LSD. You're talking about you had a guy pull out a gun while you were on acid, right?
Yeah.
My friends are on acid in Grenell's Park. Somebody was actually shooting at us. Shooting. We were under a tree and the bullets were hitting the tree. We're like, what the fuck? That's the first crazy thing. The second craziest thing that happened to me on acid was I was on South Beach on Ocean Drive, tripping balls. And all of a sudden I hear chicken noises. Bark, 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 bark. And it was a Volkswagen covered in feathers with a big speaker on the top doing chicken noises. Bark, 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 bark. Driving by, and I was like, what the fuck? Am I hallucinating? I wasn't, because I wasn't on acid like a week or two later, and I saw the same chicken car. So those are my two. And another thing, too, was one time we needed a flashlight from this guy, Damien, and we're all on acid. And he's like, I don't know, 10 feet from us. We're like, hey, Damien, get the flashlight from the car. And we're on acid. He goes, all right. He grabs the flashlight and he throws it at us with all his might. We're like, what the fuck? Why couldn't you just come over and hand it to him? And we're like, and the flashlight broke in pieces.
All right. Well, would you agree? Like, we could consider this a public service message kind of thing. You and I have both had amazing times on drugs, but wouldn't you say it's more dangerous now for our younger listeners?
I guess I don't do no drugs anymore. So
right, but what I'm saying is, y'all be fucking careful with fentanyl, man, because that shit's dangerous and will fucking kill you. And you missed it. We had a good time. Y'all fucking missed it. Too late.
Yeah, we had no fentanyl.
Yeah. All right. Future Squash. What do you guys think of Judas Priest putting Solar Angels back in the set list? When I saw them in New Jersey a few weeks back, they played it. Rob sounded fucking incredible singing it. I think it's fantastic. Anytime you get more songs for Point of Entry, I'm fucking happy.
I love Solar Angels. So yeah, that's awesome. They played it.
All right. Thomas Malone, he says, if Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer had their own makeup, would you feel a little bit different about them? And does it bother you that Ace Frehley has AIDS? I think it would be cool if Tommy and Eric had their own makeup. I would have been willing to accept it. But the bottom line is the music sucks. So the you know
We can accept it, but the masses can't.
Oh yeah, and that from a merchandise standpoint, that's the whole thing. Is they would have sold more T-shirts with the original makeup than T-shirts with new makeup. Bottom line, and that's why they don't have their own identity. That's the only reason they don't have their own identity. Because what would make more money? Just because most of the people that go see that shit were people who didn't even know those two were out of the band ever.
If it wasn't for the song Beth, Kiss would disown Destroyer.
That's an interesting take.
Well,
who gives it? Beth sucks.
If you know the history, Paul and Gene were pissed at Bob Ezrin because Destroyer did not do well.
Yeah.
And they panicked. They went and did Rock and Roll Over. And while doing Rock and Roll Over, Beth blew up. Therefore, Destroyer blew up. Now, but if it didn't happen, they treat Destroyer like they treat The Elder.
Yeah. And, let's be honest, fucking Rock and Roll Over is a better album.
It is. But Destroyer is a great album, man. Fantastic album.
All right. Here's a good one from you. Who would you say is the most underrated guitar players ever? I would say Buck Dharma and Frank Marino. I'll go ahead and take this first. I think those two are incredible choices. And what I like is, from two different perspectives. Buck Dharma is somebody I've known my entire life, and I've always felt is just so underrated. Whereas Frank Marino was somebody who I had heard about, but I never listened to until I met Ralph. And Ralph turned me on to, Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush, really made me go back and listen to it. And I was just fucking blown away. I mean, we could come up with a million examples of underrated guitar players, but I think you brought up two amazing, guitarists to bring up. I mean, both of those are incredible, and I want to thank Ralph for bringing that up, because not only did I discover the awesomeness of Mahogany Rush, but Frank Marino's solo albums as well are just as good, if not better in some ways, man.
I will say, really. The Power of Rock and Roll, his first solo album.
Yeah, that's the first one I listened to because of you.
That's the best one. Which the last song on that album, check it out, everybody. It's called "Ain't Dead Yet," and I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, the greatest guitar solos. There's a lot of solos in that song ever caught on tape. Listen to that shit and tell me that's not mind-blowing. That guy, of course, Buck Dharma's a god. But man, Frank Marino, at least Buck Dharma's got fucking Burning for You, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Godzilla. You know what I mean? Fucking Frank Marino is a fucking god. That it's just a shame that Power of Rock and Roll did so shitty, because you know why it did really shitty? Because the album cover resembles Out of Control from Peter Criss. Remember that fucking album cover?
Yeah.
Horrible album cover, but what an album. Play My Music, the title track, Crazy Miss Daisy. Oh my God. That is one of my favorite albums of all time, The Power of Rock and Roll. And yeah, if when it comes to underrated players, Frank Marino. I can't think of any. I can tell you some amazing players that nobody kind of knows about. And I'll tell you right now, the greatest technical guitar player I've ever heard in my life is a guy called Sean Lane, who died. He was an obese guy. But watch Sean Lane on YouTube. That guy's runs was like smooth as butter. It was freakish how good this guy was. And then also there's Alan Holdsworth, who was, I filmed him, and it's up on YouTube, and it's got many views. A lot of people, because Alan Holdsworth allowed me to film him. ask permission. And and that was on a tripod. I wasn't looking through the video thing. Now and then I'd zoom, but man, Alan Holdsworth's another guy that was just mind blowing. Buckethead. I think Buckethead is extremely underrated, if you ask me.
I love Buckethead.
Very underrated. Buckethead, another one. There's a lot. There's many, that I would put up there, but yeah, those would be my top ones, And Gary Moore.
Right.
Furioso,
have you heard of the Super Furry Animals band from Wales?
Nope.
Me neither. Thomas Malone, we got a lot of Kiss shit coming up. He says, I think they're both great. Here's an idea. What if Tommy had the Bandit makeup and Eric Singer had the Hulk makeup? Would that make it better? No, not in my opinion. Ralph, you want to chime in or no?
Anything be better than Cheater Chris and Fake Fraley. Anything. I don't care how bad it is.
I agree with that. Travis Peretta, do you like the movies Big Fish and Ed Wood? Once again, we're going to Terry Gilliam. I've never seen Big Fish. I'm a huge fan of Ed Wood. Thought that was a great movie.
Ed Wood was hysterical. That's the one with Bela Lugosi, right?
Yeah.
That was a funny movie.
I think he won the Academy for that, or he was nominated. What the fuck's his name? God damn it, I'm having a brain fart.
He was great.
Great fucking actor. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, Thomas Malone says, I hate the song I Finally Found My Way by Kiss, but do you hear how Peter and Paul sang it together? It's outstanding. Paul should have Peter sing it with him on Soul Station. No.
I've never heard that. There's a version of Paul Stanley singing that crappy song.
Yeah. No. Horrible.
How can it be better? I mean, really?
Yeah. Favorite Accept album without Udo? I think that goes without saying. Blood of Nations.
Of course, Blood of the Nations.
All right. Here's what I love this. I love this one. This is from Metal Connection. I like you, Ralph, but I can't watch when this Ian guy is on. Hey, Metal Connection, connect these nuts to your fucking lips, you cocksucker. I love these guys.
Metal Connection. I'm sorry, bro. Let me. This is sincerely from my heart. I'm going to tell anybody that doesn't like what Ian's doing. Fine, because that's your opinion. I happen to love this fucking guy. He cracks me up. He says things, believe me, I don't agree with. I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but you know what? I will fight for his opinion. He has every right to say what he thinks. Even if I don't agree with it, he has every right to think whatever the fuck he wants to. But hey, and sometimes, because it is my channel, I'm like, move on, Ian, because I know he's going to piss off people. But here's the thing. He's not for everybody, but he's for the RMCB Army, which there is one, by the way. They even have a Facebook group. The RMCP Army loves us, worships us, paid for our trips to Nashville 3-4 times, and paid for the trips of the ungrateful podcast that later attacked us, saying, we're not going back to Rocket Pod if Ralph and Ian there. Motherfucker, we're the ones that paid for your trip. Well, not us. The RMCP Army, bitch. So believe me, Ian's got his built-in audience, and when this show's over, I'm taking it off the page. I'm going to put it on the podcast page where it's welcome and everybody loves Ian over there. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So, but, hey, man, he likes me. So fuck you, Ian. At least he likes me.
Yeah, exactly. Zachary Bergstrom. Ian is brash, cocky, gives no fucks, drunk, loud, and probably many more things. But most important thing is he's hilarious. He's a good guy, but he likes to push buttons, and no joke is too much. Fucking ain't right, brother. At least you get me.
Underrated.
What did I say? Underrated drummers ever. I would say Filthy Animal Taylor, Phil Ehart and Eric Carr. I definitely think Filthy Animals fucking underrated. And one who's popular, but I would say doesn't nearly get the respect he deserves is Alex Van Halen. As funny as that sounds, I don't think he gets enough respect.
Alex Van Halen for me is the most underrated drummer ever. Filthy Animal Taylor, man, you want to talk about not only underrated, but also at the same time game changer. How many people are like that? They're underrated and game changers? Because that's what Phil Taylor was. He was a great monster drummer. You know what I was listening to today on my shuffle? Don't Let Those Bastards Grind You Down from Iron Fist.
Oh, nice.
The opening drum beat, boom, blah, fucking love them. It's not technically, but in the pocket, like Phil Rudd, you know, but a little more adventurous.
Well, just for his like double bass alone, and what that added to the metal scene is fucking.
Well, that's what made him a game changer. Believe me, if it wasn't for Filthy Animal Taylor, and some of you may scoff and all, but there definitely wouldn't be a Lars Ulrich.
Let's see here. Zachary Bertram. Give him a chance and don't take him too seriously. You're probably just mad because he said Ace has AIDS. Thank you, Zach. Travis Peretta, thoughts on American Graffiti? Great movie.
Awesome
love American
movie.
Graffiti.
Yeah, I love that movie.
David Alexander, Ralph Ian. Oh, and he got it right. He got the right order that Ralph loves so much. Greetings from Amsterdam. Great show, guys. Amsterdam. I almost went to Amsterdam in the early 2000s, and I wish I would have. I would love to go to fucking there. Let's see. Count Ralph says, who the fuck is Keaton? Don't you mean Caton? Is it Caton or Keaton? I always thought it was Keaton.
It's Caton.
Okay, I fucked up.
Hey,
my bad, Ralph.
I don't mean to get off the subject, but my balls are itchy.
Okay, go itch your balls. Travis Peretta.
Let me go itch them over here because it's kind of rude to do it here.
All right. Travis Peretta. Fritz Weaver and Martin Balsam are two of my favorite Twilight Zone actors. They've grown to be two of my favorite actors of all time. I'm a big Twilight Zone guy. I love them both. I mean, Martin Balsam, he's fucking Arbogast and Psycho. I mean, and so many other movies. Fritz Weaver is fucking classic too, man.
Look at
Twilight Zone kicks ass. Let's see, Zach Bertram. Yeah, he's mispronouncing it, Ralphus, but man, Hyrix was so good live. I didn't know he was out of Nefarious already. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Caton. I'll say Caton. I don't know.
Hey, he was on.
Forgive me, I'm Black Irish.
Caton was on Almost Human Live.
Yeah, I know. That's all. Oh, Twilight Zone. Nice. Anthony M says intermediate fasting is miraculous. I am about to start doing some of that to try to lose some weight.
What is that? Is that what I'm doing? Where I don't eat after 7?
Well, kinda. I mean, you are definitely limiting your calorie intake, but intermittent fasting is like where you, like one thing I was looking at is like multiple days you go without eating and then you do. I mean, I've been losing weight, but I need to lose more. I'm getting old and fat. I don't want the diabetes, you know? Oh shit. One of these things where I fucking hit the thing and then it went way too high. Let's see here. God damn. A lot of people fucking writing in, dude. I love it. It's great. Favorite Steve Walsh vocal performance? Mine is Journey from Maribron.
Oh, that's a great song.
Who the fuck's Steve Walsh?
A guy from Kansas. I'd have to say The Wall. The Wall is my favorite Steve Walsh performance. That's one of those rare songs that give me chills. It's been now 50 years. No, next year is going to be 50 years since I owned Left Overture. I've lived with this shit for 49 years. The Wall still gets the fur going. It's not even my favorite song off the album, but it's the only song on the album that gets the fur rising.
All right. This one from Nicholas Revelio. Who knows? I pronounce everything wrong. Ralph, thoughts, and you've kind of touched on this. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but he says, thoughts on Phil Sandy Vag and Armored Taint. I don't know if you want to expand anymore or you just want to say fuck it.
I don't want to dwell on this shit because really I don't even think about it anymore.
All right. Future Squash says,
look, I'm a big fan of Armstein, have been since 1984, and he got mad at me for some stupid shit and even made a post about me, and I was like, fuck, and he knows I'm a fan. I've met him. And I'm like, really, dude? And it wasn't bad what I said on top of that. But let that bring an end to it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Screw him. Screw him. I'm going to go see John Bush, though, at the end of the month, October 30th. I'm going to have to miss an Almost Human Live. We'll probably do an Almost Human Live on Kiss Wednesday that week.
All right. Let's see. Future Squash, thoughts on Venom doing everything but reuniting? And I guess he's referring to the fact that what's that? Mentos and fucking Abaddon.
Mentos and Abaddon even said recently that they own the Venom name, so I don't know what's going to happen now. But his Venom's cool and all. I've seen them. I thought they were fucking awesome. Venom Inc. was awesome too. And
yeah,
Venom,
it sucks. Venom Inc. should have stayed together.
I like Venom Inc. more than Cronus and Friends, but I liked the Cronus band. It wasn't bad, but man, I would die to see a reunion.
Anthony M. Ian looks exactly like Rachel Levine, Joe Biden's Secretary of Health. So you want to bang me? I mean, that's cool, I guess. Are you cute? Are you single? You got money? Favorite BOC opening and ending track?
Oh, they're both on the same album for me.
Okay, what's that? Black Blade and fucking
Unknown Tongue.
Okay. Oh shit. I don't know. I'm too drunk. I'd have to look at fucking set list, but all BOC's good except for fucking Club Ninja. That shit's fucking horrible. And most of Revolution by Night. Nicholas Rivera. I went back and listened to Risk after your last video, Ralph, and man, it is boring as fuck. Yeah, that's a terrible album.
I've never heard it. And somebody asked me to do it. Joseph Manel asked me to do it track by track, and oh my God. I mean, I heard a couple songs, but man, when I heard the rest of it, he wanted me to put it against a Warren album, and damn, the Warren album sounded pretty damn good compared to that shit.
Yeah, no, I listened to it once all the way through. That shit was terrible.
Fucking horrible.
Vincent Longo, what's up, guys? What is the most quotable movie for you guys?
Scarface. Scarface for me.
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say Scarface, Kentucky Fried Movie, and Airplane.
The popcorn you're eating has just been pissed in. I watched
Film at 11.
I watched that on Blu-ray on my big TV. I saw that. Not only did I see it in the theater when it was new, but I walked out of the theater with the poster. I wish I had that poster hanging in my room for ages. I don't know what happened to it, but I never been to a movie before where I walked out with the poster, but they gave me the poster. And I was like, cool. I love
Kentucky
that.
Fried Movie is incredible.
I need total concentration.
Rex Kramer, Thrill Seeker.
Oh my God, that scene.
If you know, you know.
You know what's awesome, Ian? And I didn't see this till much later. There was a ripoff movie, and it was awesome from Kentucky Fried Movie called The Groove Tube.
Oh yeah. I think Groove Tube actually came out before Kentucky Fried Movie.
the Groove Tube is even more vile
Oh
than
yeah.
that there's a scene there, because it's like Kentucky Fried Movie, a bunch of skits. There's one skit called Ramona and Sonia, which is
Yeah.
a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's in the slums, and the daughter's a hooker. The
Yeah.
the son is gay, and then when the
Yeah.
son walks in, he starts making out with the mom. And the dad is kind of like a Jackie Gleason type. He's like, "What's the world coming to?"
Did you ever see that was actually kind of a follow-up to Kentucky Fried Movie called Amazon Women on the Moon?
No, I heard of it, but I didn't know that was a sequel.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, not all of the same people are involved, but it's the same premise, same setup. I think you would like it. I think you'd like it a lot. Let's see what else we got here. Have you guys seen the video going around of the Asian guy saying that all metal is racist, yet he plays in a metal band? LOL.
No,
Well, what's wrong with that? I don't know.
there you go.
All right. Let's see. Kiss performed a lot of their 70s songs faster and heavier during the 80s. Is there anyone that you prefer like that? I would say no. And I think it's kind of funny. Like, I grew up watching the Animalized live video and I loved it. I mean, I loved it because that's when I came into Kiss. And then I didn't see it for a lot of years. And then I went back and watched it and I was like, holy shit, they were fucking up all these songs. They were playing them way too fast. And I wouldn't necessarily blame Eric Carr because, I mean, God knows he wasn't in charge of anything. But yeah, I thought they played it way too fast. I didn't like any of it.
I enjoyed it. Listening to it, it's hard to watch that show, but listening to it, I didn't mind it being played fast. I thought it smoked. I have no problem with the performance itself. I know it's different, but watching it was a whole different. That's just so cringe. It's not even funny. And to think Paul Stanley even got more annoying than that.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
All right. Let's see. Oh my God, Kiss. Red Eye Night 80. Have you guys heard Sun Don't Shine, half Typo and half Crowbar? I think they've changed their name like 3 or 4 times now. I've seen 2 of the videos that they released and I love it. I'm a huge fan of both bands. I know Ralph doesn't like Typo and he hated Crowbar and now he likes Crowbar. So I don't know if you've checked out these videos and what you think of them, Ralph.
No, I haven't seen them. I will say I saw Crowbar open for SOD in 1999, and they were amazing.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
They were really good.
I saw Crowbar a bunch of times. I hung out with them, got drunk with them. Good people.
Hey, you know what I'm going to see soon? A band that's been around for decades, and I just recently got into them. A band called
that?
Clutch.
Oh, I love Clutch.
They're coming here.
Oh, that should be a good show. I've never seen them live, but I'm a big fan. Let's see. Brian Sanchez says, "What's up, everybody from Albuquerque, New Mexico?"
Yeah.
You know who's got that good crystal blue persuasion? Brian Sanchez.
No, the Crystal Blue now has fentanyl in it.
All right.
It ain't like the Heisenberg shit.
Did Dude 2569 says, "Have you guys talked about Ian Watkins yet? Some good news for a change." Yeah, we did talk about it, and then Metal Connection says, that's bullshit. He did nothing wrong. Metal Connection likes kid fucking, but to each their own.
Oh, come on, Ian. Don't say
Oh,
that.
come. I can have fun.
Sure.
Let's see. Dom Gaminello 97. Ian Ayatollah rock and roll. Holla. What's up, brother? Oh, yeah. Zach Sharon says music television is no longer relevant. I can see that, but I do miss the time where it was. Bob, favorite Voivod album? I vote for Killing Technology. That's a good one. I tell you one that's kind of like some fans are like about, but I really like, and it's different. But I mean, goddamn, every Voivod is fucking different. But I like Angel Rat.
I didn't mind Angel Rat. The only one I didn't like was the one where Jason Newsted joined. I like the second.
I like that one.
The second album Jason Newsted did with Voivod was better. But I'm gonna have to go with Dimension Hatros.
Okay. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. Nicholas Revelio, David Ellison is from Jackson, Minnesota. Zach Sharon says Izzy and Tigers. Hannah Montana, who's your favorite member from Steel Panther? Goddamn, that is such a tough question because I mean, I'm not that familiar with the new bass player, but I love Lexi, the guy that would fucking, always looking in the mirror. Great. The drummer, just because his name is Sticks It In Ya, that is fucking, that's one of the best jokes ever written. Michael Starr, whatever the fuck, Ralph Sanchez, or whatever the fuck name he wants to go by, that dude can sing the fucking phone book and can do the best David Lee Roth ever. But I would have to say my favorite member would be Satchel, because that motherfucker can play guitar like nobody's business. He can play multiple genres. And what I think is like the secret sauce with Steel Panther, even more so than the lyrics, which a lot of times the lyrics are phenomenal, but Satchel can still write music like, I mean, you hear this shit and it sounds like fucking, it came straight out of 1987. I remember when Ralph had his radio show, I called in and I wanted to hear Bukkake Tears. And he's like, I don't really like to play ballads. But I didn't care. But it's so perfect. And for those of us who grew up in that time, I mean, he just nailed the sound. It sounded exactly like 1987, and it just, and then you got the lyrics on top of it. But yeah, I'd have to go with Satchel. What do you think, Ralph?
Definitely Satchel. I love all four of them, but Satchel. And the thing, because I did experience Steel Panther at the Culture Room, and I experienced them opening for Priest in an arena. It didn't go over well in the arena. And at the Culture Room, I saw them like 3 times at the Culture Room. They're fucking amazing. They're an amazing club band. And I thought after the third album, I haven't liked anything they've done. They really took a dip. They took a dip really on the third album. I thought the first 2, even though I liked the first one the best, Balls Out was a really good album.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All You Can Eat, it already had, some okay songs, but then there was Gang Bang at the Old Folks Home, and there was a couple of, I think, glory holes in that album. Yeah, great stuff, but, musically, they've been just releasing crap after crap, in my opinion. After All You Can Eat, I kind of like, I bought a couple,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I agree. Thomas Malone Jr., Judas Priest, 1985 Turbo Lover. I think it was 86.
yeah.
Real Thoughts. Are you talking about the album or the song? Because the album was Turbo, the song is Turbo Lover. I absolutely love Turbo Lover, and I would take it over so many fucking, like fucking shit like United and fucking, is stupid shit like that. And Lord knows there's a lot of shit I would take it over on. Fucking Turbo itself has some horrible shit. But the song itself, Turbo Lover, I fucking love it. I think it's kick ass. Ralph?
Yeah, I used to hate it, but I like it now. It's all right. It's that and Out in the Cold are the only 2 songs I like on that album.
Ooh, Out in the Cold. Oh, and we got to see him play it live. Oh, that was so good. Nicholas Ravello, Ian and Ralph. Oh, you fucked up already. It's Ralph and Ian. Ralph gets mad. Is it true that Ace had to have a toy locomotive removed surgically from his rear? No. You want to know if Ace Frehley had a toy locomotive removed surgically from his rear? No, that is not. That is absolutely a fake story. The true story is he is dying of AIDS.
No,
But
actually, that is a true. It's partially true. A
it
little,
is.
a toy train was shoved up his ass, but he didn't want it physically removed.
Oh.
It's still there.
Ooh, here's a good one. I like this one. Mick Watkins, or as we affectionately know him as Dick Twatkins. Top 4 heavy metal albums to play on Halloween night. Okay, I got this for you. Trick or Treat soundtrack by Fastway. Born Again by Black Sabbath. Twisted Sister Stay Hungry. And Slayer Rain and Blood.
King
That's my
Diamond, King Diamond, Fatal Portrait.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Um, trying to think of some cool spooky albums. Guess Hell Awaits would be a good one.
Nice.
How many more we got? Oh,
Give me 2 more.
the first Black Sabbath album, definitely. The ultimate Halloween metal album, first Black Sabbath. And the last one would be Don't Break the Oath, Merciful Fate. Even though I like Melissa more, but Don't Break the Oath brings the song The Oath, which is like the ultimate Halloween fucking metal tune. So yeah, there you go. Those are mine.
All right. Zachary Berstrom, best and worst Beatles songs and why?
The best Beatles song for me is A Day in a Life. The worst, man, there's quite a few I don't like. But and you know what? I could say Revolution #9, but that's not really a song. And also that stupid song you like, You Know My Name, You Got My Number.
Oh, love it.
That's not even a song, so I can't pick that one either. So I'm gonna have to go. You think of something. I have to think hard. I know it's probably gonna be a George Harrison song.
All right. My best song in my life. Worst song. Ralph mirrored me very much in my thoughts. It's very easy to say Revolution #9, but I would have to go Within You, Without You. George Harrison. That shit's terrible.
You know, I know which one. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's even worse than that song.
Oh, really?
The one on Magical Mystery Tour. Don't you dream me?
Oh, no, wait. I definitely take that over fucking Within You, Without
You. They're both horrible.
Yeah. All right. Thoughts on Steel Panther's acoustic live album, Live from Lexi's Mom's Garage? Funny shit. Haven't even heard it.
I got it.
All right. What do you think?
I haven't seen that. I haven't watched it in a long time. Trying to look for it here. I brought a DVD. It was all right.
All right. Let's see here. Gary Knover. Will Rock and Metal Combat Podcast ever go back to Patreon? Would love to contribute to the show. You guys have such a great chemistry and have put me on to tons of great stuff. I wouldn't say go back to Patreon. I've never been able to figure it out. I really tried it. Ralph and I are notoriously bad at fucking the technical aspects of this business. And, Ralph was able to figure out Patreon for his channel, for his track by tracks. I tried setting shit up for ours and I just got frustrated. And I have a day job and like grandchildren and all this other bullshit that gets in the way. And I just kind of gave up on it. And as much as I would love to make a buck off of this show, this show has always been about our love for doing it, more so than the fucking money. You know, at least, I mean, I'm glad like Ralph deserves every penny he gets for what he does because this guy works nonstop. I mean, look at all the fucking videos he puts up and all this shit. Where, like, especially over the last couple of years with my life, you might get Rock and Metal Combat podcast episodes once a month if you're lucky. I'm happy we did 2 back to back. I would like to figure it out, but we've always needed like somebody behind the scenes to take care of this shit, and we never found it. The last time we tried, his name was Terrence. So there you go. Tiger Claw Thunderdome. Justin doesn't dislike you, Ian. The opposite, actually. I talked to him a few days ago. That's awesome, man. I mean, I really do love the guy. You know, I think we had a fucking hilarious episode with him when we did Guns N' Roses. I think he did Use Your Illusions 1 with us, and a classic fucking episode. And he
did 1 and 2 with us, and 2 was the better one.
Oh, is that the one where he wouldn't lick ass and shit?
Yeah.
No, I love Justin. We had a big falling out over politics and shit, you know, and he unfriended me, and then I sent him like a friend request back, and he finally accepted it, and I'm glad he did, but we don't really talk, and you know, he's very strong in his opinions. I'm strong in mine, but I don't care though. I mean, that's the one thing I will say. I'm very strong about how I feel, but I'm friends with plenty of people that I don't agree with. And some people take it stronger, and I think he did. And that's unfortunate, but I miss him. I miss his humor on the page. I think he was fucking hilarious. And he was like, I think back to the classic days of the page and the classic characters, and he's definitely there, dude. I miss him. Fun guy, you know, fun guy. I just, you know, it is what it is. But I would love to have him back on the show, dude, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, if you want to do an episode.
That'd be great. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, we got a call tonight.
Okay. Do you want me to see if there's any like last great ones or?
Okay. All right. Couple more.
Let me see. And don't take offense if I don't pick your question. I'm just trying to look for something that's like a big conversation starter. I know Ralph's been doing this for a long time, and it's much later for him than it is. I mean, shit, it's 9:47 for me. Pretty much no. I mean, there's some cool shit. I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight, especially because there was all the chaos. It was going to be on our channel, then it's on the Almost Human channel, you know, and poor Metal Connection tuned in because he thought it was, you know, Almost Human, and he didn't see Wayne Noon, and he got butthurt. So fuck you, you fucking fig. Can I say fig? I said fig.
You can say whatever you want because I'm deleting it from this channel right now, and it will be up on the podcast channel where people don't get offended.
Nice. All right. Well, hopefully everything goes right. We got another episode next week. That's something we forgot to do is throw it at you guys what you would like to see on the channel. Maybe we'll throw that up. Come to the Facebook page. Maybe we'll do a post about what you guys would like to see us do. And if we like it, we'll do it. If not, we'll keep picking our own shit. But thanks, everybody. And thank Ralph. I know you had a hard day and everything, and you still did this. So I love it. Love all you guys.
Bye, everybody. Schmack 'em a gob. Sammy Hagar Belcher sucks.
Bye.